Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Wildcat Basketball on the Wildcat Sports YouTube page. I'm David Warrington, and I'm coming to you live from North Linn High School for tonight's girls and boys varsity basketball doubleheader between the host North Linn Lynx and your Central City Wildcats. Before we get started here, I'll go ahead and give a shout out to our sponsor, Next Bank. Each person and family has unique financial needs. That's why we offer a variety of personal banking and lending products. We offer everything you need for your personal financial success, from checking and savings accounts to loans and online services. Next Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. So as I said, coming to you from North Linn High School for tonight's matchup between the North Linn Lynx and the Central City Wildcats. First, taking a look at the Wildcats, they entered tonight's game 6-3 after a win over East Buchanan this past Friday, 39-35. They currently sit at 4th place in the Tri-Rivers West. With a win tonight, the Wildcats would move past the Lynx into 3rd place in the conference. The leading scorer for the Wildcats is junior Sarah Reed. She averages 15.7 points per game. She's followed by Emma Fritcher at 10.2 points per game, and then freshman Bailey Weber with 4.6. Fritcher and Reed are the two leading rebounders on the team with 7.1 and 6.2 respectively per game. Sarah also leads in assists per game with 4.6, as well as steals with 2.8. And Fritcher also leads the team in block shots, currently sitting at 1.6 block shots per game. Looking at the Lynx of North Linn, they enter this game with a record of 9-1, their sole loss this season coming against Maquoketa Valley. Despite their nearly perfect record, they do sit at 3rd in the Tri-Rivers West behind Springville and Maquoketa Valley. They would fall behind Central City if the Wildcats are able to get the win tonight. The Lynx are led by very balanced scoring. Their leading scorer is freshman Cameron Kurt, sitting at 11.6 points per game. She's followed by Ellie Ware with 10.4, Chloe Van Eaton at 9.5, Ellie Flanagan at 9, and another freshman, Macy Bogey, at 8.9. Ellie Ware nearly averages a double-double. I mentioned she averages 10.4 points a contest, but she's also their leading rebounder, pulling down 9.6 rebounds a night. Cameron Kurt is also the leader on the team in assists with 5 per game, and she also leads in steals, 3.9 per game. Ellie Ware is also the leader on the team in block shots, blocking 1.8 block shots a night. So we're about 7.5 minutes out from tip-off now. As I said, I'm coming to you from North Linn High School, home of the North Linn Lynx, who are hosting the Central City Wildcats this evening. It's the first road game we've been able to broadcast so far this year. Got to give a big thank you to North Linn for their hospitality, getting us in here and getting everything set up for us nicely, so we really appreciate them. But as I said, I'm David Warrington, coming from North Linn High School, as the Central City Wildcats, coming in with a record of 6-3, attempt to take down the Lynx, coming in 9-1. This is a very solid North Linn team, although younger than previous teams. They're starting, I believe, 2 freshmen on this team. And as I mentioned, they come in 9-1. Looking at their schedule so far this year, they hosted their first game was at Midland. They won 64-23. Then they hosted Marquette Catholic and won 82-35. They went to Prince of Peace and won 61-48. They hosted Calamus-Wheatland, won 69-43. They went to Springville to play Cedar Valley Christian, in a game they won 69-10. They hosted Starmont and beat them 72-17. They traveled to Maquoketa Valley on the day after New Year's Day, on January 2nd, where they got their one and only loss so far this season, losing to the Wildcats 52-34. They then traveled to East Buchanan, where they won 56-31. Again, the Wildcats beat East Buchanan this past Friday, 39-35. They then hosted Springville on the 8th, won 47-36. Their most recent game was this past Friday, the 9th, against Edgewood Colesburg in a game they won 77-43. That's how you get the North Linn Lynx coming in with a 9-1 record. And correction, that was Saturday the 9th. Friday the 8th was the game they beat Springville. For the Central City Wildcats, they opened their season at Midland in a game they won 36-16. They then hosted Central Elkader and Alburnett in back-to-back games where they won 48-36 and 60-40. They traveled to Starmont in a game they won going away 62-23. Then they suffered 3 straight losses at Springville, 52-19, versus Maquoketa Valley, 48-39, and at Calamus-Wheatland, 41-34. They've now won 2 straight at Edgewood Colesburg, won 53-45, and at home against East Buchanan this past Friday, won 39-35. So one thing to take a look at, as I mentioned, the one loss in the year for the Lynx coming against Maquoketa Valley. the Wildcats actually had a considerably closer game against the Wildcats, at least looking at the final score, than North Linn did. The Wildcats only lost to Maquoketa Valley by 8 points, whereas the Lynx, I believe it was 18 points. Yes, they lost 18 points against the Maquoketa Valley Wildcats. But that is the one and only loss so far on this otherwise unblemished North Linn's team. So we're now down to about 4 minutes, 15 seconds until we get underway. North Linn currently warming up on the left side of me in their home whites with their white warm-up uniforms. The Wildcats are to my right. They're wearing their red visiting uniforms and their black shooting shirts, getting up some shots as we get prepared for this big matchup between a 3-loss team and a 1-loss team, a battle for third place in the conference tonight. As I previously mentioned, the winner of this game will take over third place. North Linn will either retain third place or the Wildcats will jump ahead of them with a win. So looking ahead to the future schedule for the Wildcats, I'll go over that briefly here. We've got about 3.5 minutes until tip. The Wildcats only have one more game this week. They will host the Springville Orioles at 6 o'clock, at least according to Varsity Bound. Generally our games are at 5:30, so don't quote me on that one, but Varsity Bound says 6 o'clock. That'll be this Friday the 15th at home against Springville. Cindy McCarthy will be announcing that one. I will not, but she will be on the call. There will be a broadcast right here on the Wildcat Sports YouTube page. And then looking ahead to next week, we actually have 4 games next week. On Monday the 18th, the girls and boys will travel to Dunkerton to take on the Dunkerton Raiders. And then the next day, January 19th, they will travel to Alburnett to take on the Pirates. Both of those road games will be broadcast, I believe, but Dunkerton, I believe I'm calling that game, but it will not be on this channel. It'll actually be on the Dunkerton channel, which I'm not exactly sure about the link to that, but that's something I can look into, and we'll make sure that everybody in the community knows where you can listen to that. And then the Alburnett game should be broadcast right here on the Wildcat Sports YouTube page. I believe I'll be on the call for that one. That's just pending Alburnett's approval, but assuming they do give us approval to announce that, we will be there this next Tuesday, a week from tonight, the 19th. And then we finish up the week with 2 home games. On January 21st, we will host the Cedar Valley Christian Huskies. And on January 22nd, the Friday, we will host the Starmont Stars. I'm assuming both of those games will be broadcast. And then January 23rd, to finish up, that's a 5-game week. On Saturday the 23rd, they travel to Prince of Peace, taking the 2-hour drive over to Clinton to take on the Prince of Peace Irish. And I believe that was supposed to be our season opener of the year. But unfortunately, because Central City was currently online school only, they weren't allowed to participate in their early season games. But they did get that rescheduled, so that should be good to go for this coming Saturday. Then after that busy week, the Wildcats look ahead to their next week. On January 26th, they go to Maquoketa Valley to take on the Wildcats. They then host Edgewood Colesburg on the 29th, and they host Easton Valley on the 30th, but it looks like it's a JV-only game, so no varsity, but JV will play. And now we're going to be moving towards our starting lineups here. Got a comment here from Cindy McCarthy. Sounding good. Go Cats. Thank you, Karth. Hoping the Cats can pull out a big win here tonight. So currently some opening statements here from the PA system in North Linn, just going over the basic guidelines of wearing masks and stuff like that. Clock's currently at 45 seconds, but we are just about ready to get things underway here from North Linn High School. Got 32 seconds and counting. Both teams have formed the tunnel for the starting lineups for both sides to come out of. And now the PA guy here in North Linn is going to take us to our starting lineups, and I'll follow along, letting you know who's starting for both sides. Again, tonight's game at North Linn High School between the Central City Wildcats and the North Linn Lynx. For the Wildcats, senior number 3, Emma Treidel. Junior number 5, Natalie Noonan. Senior number 13, Emma Fritcher. Junior number 22, Briley Brooks. And junior number 25, Sarah Reed. Starters for the Northland Lynx, junior number 20, Chloe Van Eaton. Freshman number 24, Macy Bogey. Senior number 30, Ellie Ware. Freshman number 34, Cameron Kurt. And sophomore number 54, Ellie Flanagan. Go ahead and take a quick break here as we play our national anthem. Good job to the Northland Band on playing the national anthem. And we are now ready to go here from Central City. Again, a road game for the Wildcats tonight as they travel to Northland to take on the Northland Lynx. Again, starters for the Wildcats tonight. We've got Trital, Fritcher, Brooks, Noonan, and Reed. Starting lineups tonight for the Lynx, Van Eaton, Bogey, Ware, Flanagan, and Kurt. Starting unit for the Northland Lynx. 8 minutes set on the clock. We're just about set to go. For varsity girls basketball between the Lynx and the Wildcats. Wildcats in their traveling reds. White trim down the sides. Lynx wearing their home whites. Maroon down the sides of their uniforms. Emma Fritcher will jump for the Wildcats. And it'll be Ellie Ware jumping for the Lynx. Ball about to be thrown up in the air, and we are underway as the Lynx control the tip. Kurt handles it, going to take it out now. Thinking about the three, gives it over into the corner. Now back to Kurt right wing, down low to Flanagan. Pass is stolen away by Emma Fritcher, and the Wildcats force the turnover. Good start defensively for the Wildcats. They'll need lots of possessions like that with good, strong defense. Noonan now gets it over to Brooks in the right wing. Looking around, gives it over to Noonan. Noonan over to Trital, and into the corner to Reed. Reed skip pass over to Noonan at the free throw line, now to Brooks. Thinks about a three, now gets it inside to Fritcher. Fritcher out to Trital. Now Noonan skips over to Brooks, in and out of her hands, and it's going to go out of bounds. So both teams get their opening possessions, ending with a turnover. So a hectic first 30 seconds of play here, but the Lynx will have it. Cameron Kurt's going to dribble it up for Northland, guarded by Noonan. Looks like Wildcats in a 1-2-2. Skip pass goes over to Kurt right wing. Now baseline, back over to Kurt. Looking to get to the basket, kicks it out to Flanagan. Thinks about a three, now gets it over in the short corner. Floater on the way, that is good by Macy Bogey. The freshman connects on her first shot of the night, and the Lynx are on the board first. They lead 2-0 here, 7 minutes to go in quarter number one. Noonan skips it over to Brooks, now into the corner to Reed. Reed looking around, trying to get it down low to Fritcher. Good defense being played by Ware in the middle for the Lynx. Now over to Trital, left wing. Skip pass goes over to Brooks, attacking the basket. And traveling violation called against Brooks. She lost it for a moment. And that's going to be the Wildcats' second turnover. You can't turn it over against a good Northland team, so the Wildcats will definitely look to clean that up. Kurt now bringing it up for the Lynx. Guarded by Noonan. Wildcats setting a 1-3-1 defensively. Kurt attacking now, gets it over to Bogey. Bogey over to Flanagan, right wing. Skip past Kurt on the left wing. Wanted the three-pointer, but it wasn't there. Now Flanagan, right wing. She will take the three. On its way, it's good. Ellie Flanagan knocks down the three, and the Lynx take an early 5-0 lead here. 6:20 to go in quarter number one. Natalie Noonan looking around, gets it over to Brooks on the right wing. Skip pass over to Trital, left wing. Now back to Noonan, top of the key. Gets it into the free throw area for Sarah Reed, and she knocks down the jumper from the mid-range. It's 5-2 here, 6 minutes to go in quarter number one. Skip pass down low to Ware. Sarah Reed got a lot of ball, but she's called for a foul there after a nice skip pass. And that's going to be the first foul on either side tonight. Sarah Reed's first as well. Ellie Ware will go to the free throw line to shoot 2 for the Lynx. Ellie Ware attempting her first free throw. On its way. Too strong off back iron. Bounces out after bouncing around a couple times. Score remains 5-2. She'll get one more. Ellie Ware's second free throw on the way. That one's too strong as well. And Noonan, good box out, gets the long rebound after it was too strong off a back iron. Noonan bringing it up, gives it over to Brooks. Skip past Treidel on the left wing. Down low to Sarah Reed. Now she gets it inside to Fritcher. Nice move there by Emma Fritcher off a good assist by Sarah Reed. It's 5-4. Wildcats looking good their last couple offensive possessions. Kurt attacking the basket. Out to Flanagan. Into the corner of the Bogey. Bogey has a three-point shot blocked by Brooks. Rebounded by Ware, but she turns it over. Sarah Reed comes out of the pile with it. And now she'll give it over to Noonan. She'll take it up the floor. Noonan over on the right wing to Brooks. Brooks down low to Fritcher. She has her pass tipped, but Brooks recovers it. So no turnover. Brooks attacking the basket. Over to Noonan. Now Fritcher at the free throw line. Over to Sarah. Now back to Noonan. She fakes the mid-range jumper. Over to Treidel. She takes the three-pointer from the left wing. On its way. Too strong off back iron. Ball goes out of bounds. They're going to say last touched by Brooks. Both Brooks and Flanagan were trying to get the rebound, but they say it was off of Brooks. Couple subs here for the Wildcats. Hannah Kramer is going to come in for the first time, as is Bailey Weber. Emma Treidel and Briley Brooks will come out. Inbounds pass goes to Kurt. Lynx bringing it up the floor. Wildcats trail 5-4 here very early on. 5 minutes to go in quarter number one. Kurt down low to Ware, wide open. And she gets the bucket off a nice assist from Cameron Kurt. Ellie Ware gets the layup inside. A little defensive miscommunication by the Wildcats that time as the pass goes over to Weber on the right wing. Now skip over to Kramer. She's going to take the mid-range jump shot. Just one step inside the three-point line. No good. Rebounded by Ware. She leads the team in that statistic as Kurt brings it up for the Lynx. Gets it in to Van Eaton now. Van Eaton attacking the basket. Almost travels, and they are going to say she did travel. And that's going to be a turnover for the Lynx. Couple subs here for North Linn. We've got number 14, Elise Ware. So 2 Wares on the floor now. And also number 22, Ella Rees, both checking into the game for the Lynx. Noonan's going to bring it up the floor. 4.5 minutes to go in quarter number one. Wildcats trail 7-4. Noonan stops, passes it over to Weber, top of the key, right about the volleyball line. Now over to Reed in the right corner. Skip pass to Noonan. She gets it, looking to go inside. Now over to Reed. Reed with a short mid-range jumper, just off the mark, and rebounded by Ware. She pulls down almost 10 a night. We've seen a couple already. Kurt running the floor. Northland likes to push and transition. Ware down low to the other Ware, and she gets it to go. Sister-to-sister connection there as Elise Ware gets it to Emma Ware. Excuse me, Ellie Ware. Noonan has it now. Skip pass over to Weber. Weber looking for somewhere to go with it. Noonan almost has the pass go out of bounds, and that pass will go out of bounds. Was not tipped, so we're going the other way with it. As turnovers have hurt the Wildcats so far, as we just saw another right there. And the Lynx will have it now up 9-4. Under 4 minutes to go in quarter number one. Kurt going to bring it up for North Linn. Looking around. Gets it in the corner to Rees. We've got traveling violation called. I didn't see the feet movement there, but looks like it was enough to get a travel call. And we're going to be going the other way. Central City will have it. Fritcher will inbound. And Noonan will bring it up. That's just a little bit of pressure being applied by the Lynx, but nothing really to mess with the Wildcats as they're going to play. Looks like a 1-3-1 extended. Now over to Noonan on the right wing, or left wing, excuse me. Short corner to Weber. Her shot's too long. Offensive rebound by Noonan, though, so the Wildcats will keep it. Noonan brings it out to the top of the key. She's double teamed in there, gets it to Fritcher. She fakes the jump shot, now down low to Reed. Over to Noonan, mid-range jumper on the way. It is no good. And it's going to be rebounded by Ware as the Lynx get another stop. Kurt wanted to go on the transition, but she didn't see anything. Now attacks the basket. It's good. And the foul, so Cameron Kurt will go to the line for a chance at one more. Couple subs here for both sides. Briley Brooks back into the game for the Wildcats, while Chloe Van Eaton back in for the Lynx. She will replace Ellie Ware, who's been a real problem for the Wildcats on both ends of the floor. See if they can get some momentum going with her out of the game, but it'll be Cameron Kurt, just got the bucket. She'll go to the line for one more. And that foul was on Emma Fritcher, her first team foul number 2, as Kurt knocks down the free throw. It's 12-4. Lynx lead it. 3 minutes to go in quarter number 1. Sarah Reed picks up her dribble, now passes to Weber. Dangerous pass. We got a foul call, though. I believe that one will go against Ella Rees of the Lynx. That's her first team foul number 1 as well on North Linn. Fritcher will inbound, gets it into Kramer. Has it stripped. She hangs on to it, though. She's going to attack the basket, picks it up, over to Weber at the volleyball line, top of the key. Back to Kramer in the left corner. Dangerous pass, nearly taken away, but Weber comes up with it. Pass inside intended for Brooks, ends up in the hands of Reed. It's stripped, but Kramer gets it. Kramer over to Fritcher. Fritcher has a good off the glass. Just a short little jumper there by Emma Fritcher, and she puts it in off of the glass. 12-6, I believe it should be. And Van Eaton attacking the basket, has it partially blocked by Fritcher, and Hannah Kramer comes out of there with the rebound. It is 12-6 now. They had it 12-5 on the scoreboard momentarily. Brooks in trouble now, being trapped by Ware. That's Elise Ware. Reed skip pass over to Weber. Now back to Reed on the left wing. Short corner to Kramer, down low to Fritcher, and we have a foul. It's going to be on the floor. There was no shot attempt. The Wildcats will throw it in. That is going to go against number 20, Chloe Van Eaton of North Linn. Her first team foul number 2, as Ellie Flanagan will re-enter the game for the Lynx. Kramer will throw it in for the Wildcats, gets it into Reed. Reed puts up a shot right away. It's off the mark, off the hands of Fritcher, going for the offensive rebound. And we're going to be going the other way, as Reed shot just off the mark. It's going to be Cameron Kurt taking it up the floor for the Lynx. Kurt crossing half court, now over to Ware. Down low to Van Eaton, over to Kurt. Left wing nearly loses the pass, but she hangs on to it. Over to Flanagan. She hit one earlier. She thought about that one. Now over to Kurt. Cameron Kurt for 3. It's good. Cameron Kurt knocks down the 3 off the assist from Ellie Flanagan. And the Lynx lead 15-6. Now Brooks has it in the corner, gets it into Fritcher. Down low to Reed. Reed puts up the shot from the low post, and it's no good. Looks like a good scoring opportunity there for the Wildcats. Reed couldn't take advantage in the corner. Now it's Rees down low to Van Eaton. Van Eaton's shot is good. The Lynx lead 17-6 here, a minute 15 to go in quarter number 1. It's been a fast-paced quarter of action so far. We've got a minute 10 to play, and the Lynx lead 17-6. Wildcats need to get something going offensively here. Let's skip pass over to Brooks on the right wing. Skip across down low to Kramer, attacking the basket. She loses it, but they're going to say out of bounds off of one of the Lynx players. The Wildcats will keep it. Checking in for the Wildcats is Emma Treidel, and Ellie Ware is going to re-enter for the Lynx. Hannah Kramer will come to the bench for Central City, and Ella Rees will come out for the Lynx. Reed will throw it in on the baseline out of bounds play. Gets it into Treidel on the left wing. She fakes a 3, looking for somewhere to go with it. Top of the key to Weber. Now over to Fritcher. Right corner to Brooks. Inside to Reed. She can't handle the pass, and it's going to be going the other way. Pass was a bit high. Reed could only get to it with one hand and couldn't quite secure it. Out of bounds. Lynx will take it. 49 seconds to go in quarter number 1. As Elise Ware will throw it in. Cameron Kurt to bring it up for the Lynx. 45 seconds and counting in the first quarter. Kurt over to Ware. Now back to Kurt. Ellie Ware inside. Good pass down low to Van Eaton. She puts it up. No good, but she's fouled. Believe that'll be Emma Fritcher's second foul of the night. Team foul number 3. Correction, it'll be Briley Brooks. That's her first. Brooks, Reed, and Fritcher all have 1 foul on the night. As Chloe Van Eaton will shoot 2 free throws for the Lynx. First one is up and good from Van Eaton. As Hannah Kramer is going to re-enter for the Wildcats, Briley Brooks will come out. 35 seconds to go here as Van Eaton has a chance for 1 more. Wildcats currently trail 18-6. Second free throw, too strong off back iron. Weber pulls down the rebound. We'll see if the Wildcats decide to go for 1 shot here with 30 seconds and counting. Weber over to Kramer. Emma Treidel, open 3 from the corner. It's almost in, but it rattles out. Ball is halfway down, but Treidel can't get the 3-pointer to go. Lynx will now have a chance to hold it for 1 shot if they choose to do so. 15 seconds and counting left in quarter number 1. Kurt has it top of the key, standing at the logo. Kurt gets it over to Ware on the left wing. Ware uses a screen from Ware. Now down low to Ellie Ware. She puts up a short jumper. It's good. As 2 seconds left on the clock, we'll see if Weber can get off a full court shot. Gets it a half court shot, and it's no good. Looked like it had a chance, but a bit off the line to the right. And that is going to do it for quarter number 1. We've played 8 minutes of basketball here from Troy Mills. The Lynx lead 20-6. So we'll go ahead and take this opportunity to give another shout out to our sponsor, Next Bank. Next Bank combines the values of a locally owned, independent Eastern Iowa community bank with expanded services and the latest technology to meet our customers' fast-moving lifestyle. Bank on your success with Next Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. So we're through 1 quarter here in the girls' game. The Lynx lead 20-6. Turnovers were a problem for the Wildcats in that first quarter. And they also didn't get enough points offensively, which combined leads to a score that the Wildcats didn't want to see after this first quarter. But the pace this game's been going, this game could change either way in a hurry. The Wildcats just need to stay aggressive. They had a couple shots that almost fell, a couple threes from Emma Treidel that were almost in but just fell out. The second one especially was halfway down. But time for quarter number 2 here as the Wildcats come out. Reed, Fritcher, Brooks, Treidel, and Noonan out on the floor for the Wildcats to start this quarter. The Lynx go with Rees, Ellie Ware, as well as Bogey, Van Eaton, and in for the first time tonight, Caitlin Benish. As the Wildcats bring it up with Noonan. Noonan gets it over to Brooks on the right wing. Inside to Fritcher. Brooks attacking, picks up her dribble, skip pass over to Noonan. Thinks about the mid-range jumper, now over to Brooks on the right wing. Looking for somewhere to go with it. Skip pass, nearly stolen, ends up in the hands of Noonan, however. Back to Brooks, looking for somewhere to go with it. Back to Noonan. Noonan looking around, now gets it back to Brooks. Open look from 3 on its way. It is no good off back iron, rebounded by Fritcher. Looking to get to the rim, now gets it out to Reed. Sarah with a long 2, it's no good, just off the mark, rebounded by Ellie Ware of the Lynx. Bogey's gonna take it up for the Lynx, now skip past the corner to Rees. Rees back out to Van Eaton on the right wing. Now top of the key to Bogey. Correction, that is Maddie Stepanek in the game, and she hits the 3. And the Wildcats, looks like they got a timeout just for a sub. Maybe Emma tried a little banged up. But I said number 32, Caitlin Benish. That was number 52, Maddie Stepanek, newly checked into the game. My apologies for that error. But Stepanek, newly checked in, didn't play in the first quarter, hits a 3. Less than a minute into quarter number 1, the Lynx lead 23-6. Noonan high post to Reed. Reed over to Brooks. Brooks attacking the basket. Puts up a floater, no good, just a little off the mark. Rebounded by Noonan, and she is pushed. Foul as she was attempting to pass it out to Reed, about an open look. We'll see who the foul is on. It's going to go against number 24. That's Macy Bogey, her first team foul, number 3. Both teams sitting at 3 fouls at the moment. Kramer will throw it in for the Wildcats. Gets it into Reed. Now Noonan has it after it bounces around a little bit. Noonan over to Brooks on the right wing. Inside to Reed in the low post, or high post, excuse me, over to Brooks. Now back to Noonan on the left wing. Dangerous pass, nearly stolen. Noonan does get it back though. Brooks attacking the basket. Brooks puts it up off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Ware of the Lynx. Bogey's going to bring it up. 6.5 to go in quarter number 2. Van Eaton now back over to Bogey. Bogey from 3, it's good. As the Lynx are shooting the lights out so far tonight, another 3, that one from Macy Bogey. They extend their lead 26-6. 6:15 to go in the second quarter. Reed has it in the high post. Takes a shot over to Brooks. Brooks, wing 3 on its way, no good. It's going to go out of bounds. And the Lynx will have it. Cameron Kurt is going to check in for the Lynx. Chloe Van Eaton will go to the bench. Rees will throw it in, and Kurt will bring it up. She played the majority of the first quarter. Got a little rest there. Starts the second quarter, back into the game now and guarded by Noonan. Skip over to Rees on the left wing, back to Kurt right wing. Looking to get it to Ware. Now she's just going to take a 3, and that one's off the mark. Rebounded by Brooks. Defensive pressure applied there by Rees, but Brooks going to bring it up uncontested now. Over to Noonan. Standing at the volleyball line, now brings it up. Over to Brooks, pass off the mark. And it's going to go out of bounds. Just a little bit of a sloppy turnover there. Noonan and Brooks weren't on the same page, and the ball just goes out of bounds. Rees will throw it in for the Lynx. Cameron Kurt will bring it up. Lynx running a set play here. Kurt guarded by Noonan. Over to Bogey. She just hit a 3 a little bit ago. Now back to Kurt, right wing. Looking around, gets it in the corner to Rees. Now back to Kurt, right wing. High post to Ware. She gets it back to Rees in the corner. Pass off the mark, but ends up right in the hands of Bogey. Ware for three, top of the key. It is good as Cameron Kurt knocks down a three for the North Linn Lynx. They lead 29-6 here. Just over 5 minutes to go in quarter number 2. Noonan bringing it up. He's going to get it over to Brooks. Brooks attacking the basket. Pass is tipped away and stolen. Ellie Ware comes up with a skip pass ahead to Kurt, but she's called for a travel as she just couldn't quite handle the ball right away. Ends up in a turnover for what would have been a basket for the Lynx. Bailey Weber checked into the game for the Wildcats, and it's going to be Ellie Flanagan checking in for the Lynx. We got a 30-second timeout on the floor called by the Wildcats. So with 5 minutes remaining in quarter number 2, the the Lynx lead 29-6. So again, just some sloppy turnovers there by the Wildcats. Some turnovers they wish they could have back. There's just been some passes where the Wildcats weren't quite on the same page, as we saw just a little bit ago. Noonan and Brooks just not quite on the same page, ends up in a turnover. But against a team like North Linn, you can't afford to have these turnovers, as the Lynx have been shooting threes very well so far tonight, and they currently lead at 29-6 here, 5 minutes to go in quarter number 2. Both teams finishing up their huddles now, back onto the floor. Wildcats have Noonan, Kramer, Weber, Reed, and Fritcher in the game at the moment. Fritcher throws it in. Noonan will take it up for the Wildcats. Lynx in a 1-3-1 defense at the moment. Weber gets passed inside to Reed in the high post, short corner. Weber looking around, skip pass down low to Kramer. Nice find by Weber. Kramer doesn't go up with it, passes it out to Noonan. Now back to Weber. Gets it in the high post to Reed, takes one dribble, puts up a mid-range jumper. It is no good off back iron. Rebound picked up by Kramer. A good offensive rebound by Hannah. Her shot is off the mark, but it was tipped. So it will stay Central City ball, as Hannah Kramer did a good job of hustling in and getting that offensive rebound. Doesn't make the shot, but the Wildcats do retain possession, as Kramer will throw it in, gets it into Weber. Now over to Reed, right wing attacking. Back to Fritcher at the free throw line. Kramer attacks baseline, puts up a shot, no good. Off the mark, rebounded by Reeves, and the Lynx are going to run the other way. Kurt attacking, trying to get to the rim. Now gets it in the corner to Reeves. Reeves for three, it's no good, just off back iron. Rebound pulled down by Weber. Bailey Weber will bring it up for the Wildcats as she gets it over to Noonan. Noonan back to Weber. Noonan on the left wing looking around, back to Weber. She puts up a mid-range jumper, off the mark, no good. Good rebound there by Fritcher. Puts it up, no good. Can't finish on the offensive rebound. So good rebounding here by the Wildcats. They haven't been able to finish the opportunities. It's Kurt, pass down low, that is good. Bogey on the finish, freshman to freshman connection. And we've got a timeout. North Linn is going to take a full 60-second timeout. So with 3:46 remaining in quarter number 2, the Lynx lead 31-6. Again, this timeout was called by the North Linn Lynx, a full 60-second timeout. 31-6 our score, as 6 points have come, 4 of them from Emma Fritcher and 2 of them from Sarah Reed for the Wildcats, and that's been it. As they've had some good looks on shots, both inside shots and shots from outside the perimeter for 3, and they just haven't been able to get them to go so far tonight. Put that on top of the Lynx have been shooting very well from 3. I don't have any numbers on it, but it seems like they've been making more than they've missed. And that combines for a bit of a rough night for the Wildcats, but there's still plenty of time here. 3:46 to go in quarter number 2 for the Wildcats to try to get back into this thing. But they will have to do it in a hurry as they come out of the timeout with Kramer, Reed, Weber, Treidel, and Fritcher on the floor for Central City. Fritcher will throw it in. Bailey Weber will bring it up for the Wildcats. 3:45 and counting remaining in the second quarter. Looks like the Wildcats getting ready to set a run play. Sarah Reed being all out denied, but she makes a nice cut and she gets the ball. Down low to Kramer. She can't quite handle it, but gets it back. Now to Weber. Down low to Reed. Looking for somewhere to go with it. Guarded heavily by Ware of the Lynx. That's Elise Ware, the freshman. Now to Treidel. Now on the left wing to Kramer. Skip pass over to Weber. Back to Treidel and back to Kramer. Kramer looking for somewhere to go with it. Great defense being played by the Lynx. Not much for the Wildcats offensively, but we do have a foul on the floor now. It's going to go against Elise Ware of the Lynx. Her first team foul, number 4. Ware does have a difficult job right now. All out denying Sarah Reed. The words all out denying and Reed have gone together quite a bit here the last 3 or 4 years in Central City. This year, no different, as this time it's Sarah Reed instead of her older brother Nick Reed, now graduated, but now Bailey Weber puts up a shot. It's no good. Rebound picked up by Elise Ware. Good job boxing out. Reed, the good rebounder, now down low. Bogey, nice pass by Cameron Kurt. Again, freshman to freshman connection as she finds Bogey ahead of the defense for an open layup. Treidel has it now for the Wildcats. Gets it over to Weber, looking to attack. Now she's going to pull it back out on the right wing. Free throw line to Reed. Reed's going to take a jumper, 1 foot inside the three-point line. No good. Kramer trying to get the rebound, couldn't secure it. And we'll go the other way. Lynx ball. There's a little discussion here. It's actually going to be a red ball as they got a foul against Ellie Flanagan of the Lynx. Her first, team foul number 5. As Briley Brooks is going to check into the game. Sarah Reed's going to come out, get a little breather here, presumably coming back in before too long. Weber will throw it in for the Wildcats. Gets it into Kramer on the right wing, back to Weber in the right corner. Looking around, back to Kramer, top of the key. And now back to Weber. Weber inside to Treidel, Fritcher, her shot's no good, rebounded by Ware of the Lynx. Cameron Kurt's going to run the floor. She's been doing a good job of playing the one here in transition. Gets it in the corner to Flanagan. Flanagan for 3 from the corner is good. As another assist there by Cameron Kurt. The Lynx extend their lead 36-6. Weber going to bring it up now for the Wildcats. Over to Brooks, right wing. Guarded closely by Ware. Now top of the key. That's Treidel. Over to Weber on the left wing. Going to not use the screen by Fritcher. That ball is going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Elise Ware of the Lynx, and the Wildcats will keep possession. Looks like it's going to be Hannah Kramer going to throw it in for the Wildcats. Check that. Natalie Noonan checking in for Kramer, so she'll go to the bench. Noonan will throw it in. 2:01 to play here in quarter number 2. The Lynx lead 36-6. Noonan will throw it in, gets it into Treidel. Right back to Noonan as she's looking to attack. Skip pass over to Brooks. Now down low to Fritcher. Fritcher has her pass tipped, gets it back. Tipped again. This one's picked up by Noonan. Noonan looking to attack. Now out to Weber. Right wing to Treidel. Treidel attacking the basket. Almost loses it. Now down low to Fritcher. Good pass, and the basket is good by Emma Fritcher off the assist by Emma Treidel. Foul also called on number 20, Chloe Van Eaton of the Lynx. Her second, team foul number 6. So Emma Fritcher will go to the line for a chance at an and one after the made basket. Sarah Reed is going to come in for the shooter, so after this free throw. Also in for the Lynx, Ella Rees and Ellie Ware both in as Fritcher. Chance for one more at the free throw line. The free throw is good. So the Wildcats trail 36-9 as now Sarah Reed will come in after the made free throw by Emma Fritcher, who will now go to the bench after getting the and one to go. She's got 7 of the Wildcats' 9 points to this point so far in the game. A minute and a half to go as Kurt bringing it up for the Lynx. Kurt has her pass tipped by Weber, but into the hands of Flanagan. High post to Ware. Now Kurt for 3 on its way. It's no good, just off the front of the rim. Ball is tipped by Ware of the Lynx, but rebound is picked up by Noonan. We're going to bring it the other way here. Noonan attacking the basket, gives it to Brooks. Brooks trying to get to the hoop, now over to Weber. Weber, pass is tipped. Looked like Reed had an opening down low, but couldn't quite get it there. Now Reed goes up with a left hook shot, no good. Left-handed little floater, no good there. As Ellie Flanagan will bring it up for the Lynx. Skip pass over to Rees on the left wing. She skips it across to Kurt on the right wing. Looking around for somewhere to go with it now. He's going to skip it again. Rees looking for something. Gets it to Elise Ware. She has it stolen away. Was poked out by Treidel. Noonan picks it up, going the length of the court now. She puts up a right-handed layup, and it's good. Natalie Noonan, good job running the fast break there. She finishes with her right hand at the rim. 40 seconds to play, 36-11, the Lynx lead. Inside to Ware. Kurt now has the top of the key. Back to Ware on the inside. Over to Flanagan. Skip pass over to Rees. Now Kurt attacking the basket. It's going to be called for a travel as she was tripped up a little bit there, but they're going to get her for the traveling violation. 25 seconds to go here in quarter number 2. 36-11 our score as Noonan will bring it up for the Wildcats. Guarded closely by Kurt. Now over to Weber. High pass inside to Reed. Good feed, but she couldn't quite finish at the rim. It was a good pass by Weber, but Reed couldn't quite capitalize on the shot. As Kurt, they got 5 seconds here, has her pass tipped and stolen. Treidel sends it a pass up to Weber, and she can't get the layup off before the buzzer. Basket will not count, but a good effort there as Weber just couldn't beat the buzzer. It was about maybe 0.3 or 0.2 seconds too short. But a good pass by Treidel and a good finish by Weber, unfortunately, just won't count. So we've played 2 quarters of basketball here from Central City. The Lynx lead 36-11. This looks like we're going to get some music here from the band at halftime, so bear with me if it gets a little noisy. They are located just directly to my left, so wouldn't be surprised if you pick up a little bit of the noise, but just bear with me here while that's happening. As I said, our halftime score 36-11 in favor of the North Linn Lynx. Problem for the Wildcats there in that first half, they just got cold offensively. Had some turnovers and also had some missed shots that probably should have been made. And as some teams you can get away with that. North Linn is not one of those teams, as they take any advantage they can get. And the same was true here tonight in this first half. Still a full 2 quarters to play here, so the Wildcats, they got a little bit hot offensively there in those last couple minutes. So if they can keep up the momentum, definitely a chance to maybe get back into this thing, make it a little bit competitive at least. But we'll see what they can do here in half number 2. Not the ideal half for the Wildcats, but when you're playing a team like North Linn, any little mistake is going to result in good results for the opponent. So 8:45 remaining here in halftime. Again, our score, North Linn 36, Central City 11. Just bear with me here. It's going to get a little bit noisy at halftime. As I said, band right to my left. Also an announcement being made over the public address system. Ball that'll quiet down here before we get going for half number 2. As I said, 8 minutes, 20 seconds now before we play half number 2. As this is not the only game for tonight, so stick around after this one's over, as the boys will also be playing here tonight. North Linn boys, the #1 ranked team in the state for Class 1A. So a lot of talent going to be on the floor here tonight for the North Linn team. As I said, newly released polls have them #1 in the entire state in Class 1A. Before we got started here tonight, I was kind of mentioning the Wildcats' schedule for these next upcoming games. So if you weren't here for that, I'll go ahead and kind of go over it once again. So the Wildcats, only 2 games this week. They will travel. They're, of course, here at North Linn tonight. They will be at home this Friday the 15th. They play host to the Springville Orioles. Wildcats didn't have their best game last time when they played at Springville. It wasn't as close of a game as the Wildcats definitely are capable of making it. So the Wildcats will look for some measure of revenge this Friday against Springville. A good Springville team, but also a team I think the Wildcats can beat on a good night. So that should be an interesting one this Friday. Next week, 5 games for the Wildcats coming up next week. They start their week on Monday the 18th at Dunkerton. And they also are on the road Tuesday the 19th at Alburnett. 2 road games, back-to-back nights. Could be a tough stretch there. Good Dunkerton and Alburnett teams, at least in the boys level. The girls got a 20-point win over Alburnett last time, but Alburnett's one of the hardest places to play in all the Tri-Rivers, so definitely should be an interesting test for the girls as they travel to Alburnett this Tuesday the 19th, a week from today. They'll have Wednesday off, and they'll play the 21st. They host Cedar Valley Christian. They'll also host on Friday the 22nd, they'll host the Starmont Stars. And then on Saturday the 23rd, they travel to Prince of Peace in their final game of a 5-game week. They play next Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Of course, Prince of Peace is quite the trip, a 2-hour drive over to Clinton. So it'll be probably a challenge there as I'm playing on a Saturday plus a long road trip, but the Wildcats will definitely have their hands full as Prince of Peace has solid boys and girls teams, especially their girls team has been looking really good this year. But definitely a team the Wildcats can compete with and hopefully get a W this next Saturday, the 23rd. Looking ahead to the week after that, they will play the 26th, that's a Tuesday, at Maquoketa Valley. This Maquoketa Valley team, of course, is the one loss on North Lynn's record so far this year. And when the Wildcats played host to Maquoketa Valley, they kept it a competitive game pretty much the entire way through. It ended up as a 9-point loss. With a team that good, if you can lose by 9, obviously you want to win every game you play, but when you can keep it that close against a team that's currently 11-0, undefeated, you will take that any day of the week. They will then play host on the 30th, that's a Saturday, or excuse me, I skipped a game here, the 29th, Friday, they host Edgewood Colesburg in a game the girls won last time. That will be on Friday the 29th, and then Saturday the 30th, they will host Easton Valley in a JV-only game. Then they conclude their regular season. Tuesday, February 2nd, they travel to East Buchanan for a game against the Buccaneers. Wildcats just played the Bucks last Friday. The girls took a 39-35 win. They hope to repeat that effort on February 2nd in Winthrop against the Buccaneers. And the Wildcats conclude their season on Friday, February 5th. They will host the North Linn Lynx in a rematch of tonight's game right here. We're currently at halftime. Lynx leading 36-11. So that's kind of what the Wildcats' road ahead looks like. And then after that's all over, of course, we will have postseason games. That'll all depend on seeding and all that good stuff. But that's what we have to look forward to here for the Central City Wildcats. The Wildcats are back on the floor now. They're sitting to my left, getting some shots up here. We've got 3.5 minutes to go before we resume play for half number 2. As the Lynx now just coming back onto the court. They shot the ball very well in half number 1. Wildcats will look to guard the three-point line a little bit tighter in half number 2 in order to try to limit the shooting of the North Linn offense. Wildcats just getting up some shots here, getting loose, ready to go for quarter number 3. Sarah Reed averages, I have the stat here somewhere, 15.7 points per game. She only had 2 in that first half. Missed some shots that most nights she'd make, but everybody's going to have those nights. The important part is Sarah has a chance to bounce back in half number 2, as we've still got a full 16 minutes of play before this one concludes. So 2:20 to go here before we resume play for quarter number 3. As I said, the boys will be playing up next. The number 1 ranked in Class 1A North Linn Lynx hosting the Central City Wildcats. I'm not sure how long North Linn does for breaks after games. The Wildcats generally do around 30 minutes, so if that's the case, I will take a quick break. We'll stay live here on the broadcast, but I'll just step away for a moment until we got closer to 15 or maybe 10 minutes to go, and then I'll come back on and give you the rundown on what's to come for the boys game. But currently a minute 40 to go here before we resume play for quarter number 3. Lynx lead big here after 2 quarters, 36-11. Wildcats looking to bounce back and put together a nice quarter in quarter number 3. So both teams now back over onto their benches. We've got just over a minute to go here before we resume play for quarter number 3. I think I failed to mention the names of the coaches for both sides here before we got the game underway. See if I can find them on here. Assistant coaches for the Lynx, Kevin Godkin and Nate Sanderson. North Lynn's head coach, Brian Wheatley. For the girls, for the Central City girls, assistant coach is Lisa Reed. Central City's head coach, Henry Martinson. Those are the coaches for both sides, as now we're just about 35 seconds until we get things back underway for quarter number 3. Looks like the Wildcats will go with the same 5 that started the game. That's Reed, Tritle, Fritcher, Noonan, and Brooks out there on the floor for the Central City Wildcats. Lynx also coming out there. I think they're going with starters as well. They've got Van Eaton, Ware, Kurt, Flanagan, and Bogey. It'll be Lynx ball first. Ellie Flanagan will throw it in. Cameron Kurt will bring it up the floor as we are just about set to go, and we are underway in quarter number 3. Kurt gets it over to Flanagan on the left wing. Now over to Bogey, top of the key. Now Kurt, skip pass over to Flanagan. Flanagan for 3. It's no good, well off the mark. Rebounded by Bogey, however. Bogey over to Kurt, right wing. Dribbling with her left hand. Now it's going to pick it up. Over to Bogey, right wing. Down low to Ware. Ware puts up the shot. It is good after bouncing around for a little while. Ellie Ware, listed at 6 feet tall. She's got a big height advantage over most of the other players for the Wildcats, but Emma Fritcher now. Shot's too strong off the glass. Almost went, but no good. Turnover by Ware. She wanted the pass back as soon as she threw it. Brooks now skip pass over to Fritcher. Reed, mid-range jumper on its way. It's good as Sarah Reed knocks down the jumper from the free throw line. That's her favorite spot to shoot from on the floor, and she knocks it down right there. 38-13 our score. Into the corner to Van Eaton. Van Eaton, ball is kicked by Sarah Reed, attempting to get it inside to Ware. Smart play there by Reed to get a foot on it. Get a dead ball, allow the defense to reset. Bogey will throw it in for the Lynx. Looking to get it in, going to get it into Kurt. Bringing it top of the key, inside to Ware. Nice pass by Kurt as Ware is able to finish on the inside. Kurt has proven herself to be a really solid passer. Several nice assists, and there was another one right there as Noonan gets it over to Reed just inside the three-point line. No good, rebounded by Fritcher. One dribble, nice bounce pass into Noonan, but she can't get it to go. Rebounded by Flanagan. Lynx are going to bring it the other way. Kurt running the fast break. Now going to reset over to Flanagan, left wing. Short corner into Van Eaton. Van Eaton, top of the key to Kurt. Kurt guarded by Noonan. Over into the corner to Bogey. Now back to Kurt, top of the key. Kurt skip pass over to Van Eaton. Dribbling to her right, looking to get to the inside. Now Kurt right wing. Over to Flanagan, right corner. Takes one dribble, gets it inside to Van Eaton. She'll put it up. Shot's blocked by Emma Fritcher. Out of bounds. Good defense there by Fritcher. Didn't jump up in the air and spike it by any means, but she just had her arms high, able to get a block shot right there. Inbounds pass to Ware, and she's going to be fouled. Not much of a foul there, but it was enough to be called. Foul is going to go against Emma Tritle. That's her first team foul in half number 2. For the Wildcats, it'll be Ellie Ware going to the free throw line to shoot 2 for the Lynx. First free throw on its way. It's good. That gives Ware 11 points in the evening. 41-13 our score. One free throw left to go here. 6:15 to play here in quarter number 3. As Ware prepares for her second shot. On its way. It is good as well. Makes our score 42-13 as Noonan's going to bring it up for the Wildcats. Noonan crossing half court. Looking around, now gets it over, almost stolen away, now gets to Reed. Reed skip pass to Tritle. She takes the 3 from the right wing. It's good. Emma Tritle for 3. As she's had a couple that just missed, finally able to get one to go there. She's had some good looks. Kurt gets it in the corner to Van Eaton. Pass is stolen away by Sarah Reed. Good defense there by Reed. We got a 3-on-2 fast break. Reed out to Tritle. She's going to take another one. Three-pointer on its way. No good. Rebound picked up by Ware. Good rebound there. Using her height to her advantage. As Kurt inside pass to Flanagan. Her shot's no good. It was a good look, but she couldn't quite finish at the rim. Rebound by Tritle. She gives it over to Noonan. Weber will check in at the next dead ball as Noonan attacks. Gets it over to Fritcher. Now Reed top of the key. Dribbling to her right. Nice pass inside to Fritcher, but Fritcher does finish. Just nearly rolled out, but she does get the friendly roll there at the end. As nice assist there by Reed. Good finish by Fritcher. Kurt in the corner to Van Eaton. Van Eaton back to the right wing. Now inside to Ware. Ware puts it up. Turnaround shot, no good. Rebounded by Tritle. And Noonan's going to bring it up for the Wildcats. Noonan now over to Tritle. Skip pass over to Brooks. Brooks back to Tritle. Emma Tritle for 3 on its way. It's good. Emma Tritle knocks down another 3. Looks like she may be finding her touch from out there as she's hit 2 in about 3 or 4 possessions now. Couple nice shots there by Emma Tritle. 42-21 our score. Skip passing to the corner to Bogey. Now inside to Kurt. Attacking the basket, puts up a floater, no good. Ware uses her height to get the rebound and one. And she's able to put it in. And she's fouled. She'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line. Foul number 2 against Emma Fritcher. Team foul number 2 as Hannah Kramer and Bailey Weber check in for the Wildcats. Tritle and Brooks will come out. Also, Elise Ware in for the Lynx, as is Ella Rees. So 44-21 our score. Emma Fritcher just picked up her second foul. And Ellie Ware, excuse me, will have a chance for one more at the free throw line. Free throw on its way. It is good. As we got a sub here, it's going to be Macy Bogey, just checked out. Now right back in for the Lynx. Inbounds pass from Reed, goes to Noonan. Noonan will bring it up. 45-21 our score, 4:20 to go in the third quarter. Noonan looking to get to the basket. Nice move, puts it up with her left and a finish. Good attack there by Natalie Noonan as she finishes at the rim for her second bucket of the night. 45-23 our score. Kurt over to Bogey, now into the corner. That's Elise Ware, skip pass to Kurt, attacking the basket. Gets to the rim, puts it up, can't get it to fall, but she is fouled. Nearly at another and one there, but couldn't quite get it to go, and that's going to be Emma Fritcher's third foul, so now something to look at here. We've still got a full quarter and a half to play, and Fritcher with 3 fouls. Looks like she's probably going to have to come out of the game. First free throw on its way from Kurt. It's up and good. That was also team foul number 3 as Briley Brooks is going to check into the game. Emma Fritcher is going to come out. Again, Fritcher sitting at 3 fouls at the moment. Kurt will shoot her second free throw. That one's good as well. Lynx extend their lead 47-23. Noonan's going to bring it up for the Wildcats. Gets it into the corner to Brooks. Brooks top of the key to Weber. Weber for 3 on its way. It's good off the glass. Banks in the 3 as Weber gets her first shot of the night to go. The Wildcats trail 47-26. Nice pass there by Kurt, and she's fouled. Ellie Ware finishes the bucket. Kurt with another assist. Fouls call on Hannah Kramer, her first, team foul number 4 of half number 2. And Ellie Ware will get a chance to go to the line for a chance at one more. Second free throw on its way from Ware. That one's good. As we got a sub here for the Wildcats, Emma Tritle is going to come in. Natalie Noonan will go to the bench. That free throw makes our score 50-26 as Bailey Weber is going to bring it up for the Wildcats. Weber gives it over to Brooks on the left wing. Now inside pass nearly stolen, but looks like we've got a foul call instead. See who they got there on the foul. Looks like it's going to go against number 14, Elise Ware. First team foul on the Lynx in half number 2. That is also foul number 2 this game on Ware of the Lynx. That's Elise Ware as opposed to Ellie Ware. Inbounds pass goes to Kramer. Nice play there. Gets Brooks a good look inside. It's no good, but she is fouled, and she will have a chance to go to the line to shoot a couple free throws. Foul goes against number 34, Cameron Kurt of the Lynx. Her first, team foul number 2. Briley Brooks going to the line to shoot 2 for the Wildcats. First free throw on its way, no good, just a bit too strong. She will have a chance at one more. 3:27 to play here in the third quarter. Brooks' second free throw on its way. That one's no good. Rebounded by Rees of the Lynx. Kurt's going to bring it up for the Lynx. Gets it into the corner to Elise Ware. Back to Kurt, left wing. Inside to Ellie Ware. Nice pass there to Bogey, and Bogey finishes at the rim off the assist of Ellie Ware. 52-26 our score, 3:05 to play in the third quarter. Weber bringing it up for the Wildcats. Pass gets to Brooks, looking to go downhill, nearly travels, keeps her feet though. Now over to Reed, using the screen from Brooks. Has the ball tipped, gets it back though, into the corner to Brooks, attacking the basket. Going to kick it back out, top of the key to Tritle. Tritle fakes the 3. She's hit 2 in this quarter. Inside to Reed, and Reed is fouled, and I believe that's going to be number 3 against Elise Ware of the Lynx. She has a difficult challenge of guarding Sarah Reed, and she has picked up 3 fouls now. That's the third team foul as well. Chloe Van Eaton checking in for the Lynx as Ellie Ware is going to come out and take a seat on the bench. Inbounds pass goes to Kramer on the right wing. Gets it to Reed. Nice set play to get her the ball. She puts up a mid-range jumper. It's no good. Good looking shot just off the mark. Good fight for the offensive rebound. Brooks comes out with it. Reed attacking. She's going to finish at the rim. A nice strong finish there by Sarah Reed, getting through contact. And there is a foul on the floor as well, so she'll get a chance to shoot one at the line. Foul's going to go against Ella Reeves of the Lynx. That's her second team foul, number 4. And Reed will shoot one at the line as Natalie Noonan's going to check in for the Wildcats, as Bailey Weber will check out. 52-28 our score. Reed with a chance for one more at the line. 2:30 to play in quarter number 3. Free throw is good by Reed. Makes it 52-29. Cameron Kurt's going to bring it up for the Lynx. Gets it over to Ware. Down low to Van Eaton. Now over in the corner. That's Bogey for 3. Too strong. Good box out there by Tritle. She gets the rebound, and there is a foul called on the Northland Lynx. That one's going to go against Ella Reeves. Believe that's her second. Excuse me, that's her third. Team foul number 5. Ellie Flanagan going to check in for the Lynx. Macy Bogey is going to come out. Noonan will bring it up for the Wildcats. 2:20 to go here in the third quarter. The timeout on the floor. Clock wasn't going originally. It did start, but referee called a stop. Now we're going once again. Inbounds goes to Noonan. Now over to Tritle, nearly stolen. Kramer gets it back over on the left wing to Brooks, looking to get downhill. Now going to bring it back out over to Tritle. Tritle right wing to Noonan. Noonan attacking the basket. Over to Kramer in the right corner. Kramer back to Tritle. Tritle looking to attack, looking to get downhill. Another foul called against the Northland Lynx. They're now just one shy of being in the bonus. Going to go against number 54. That's Ellie Flanagan, her second team foul, number 6. Kramer will throw it in. Wildcats running a stack formation at the free throw line. High inbounds pass to Noonan. Looking to go downhill, has a strip, but it's going to go off the ankles of Chloe Van Eaton of the Lynx. So the Wildcats will keep it. Minute 56 to play here in the third quarter. 52-29. Wildcats trail. Kramer will inbound. Tritle gets it off the cut. Now inside to Reed. Nice pass there to Noonan. She takes one dribble and puts it up and in. Nice find by Reed to find the cutting Noonan, and then a good job by Natalie to finish at the rim. Kurt attacking now, trying to get downhill. Has her shot blocked by Reed. Rebound fought for. We're going to get a jump ball, and that possession arrow is in favor of the Wildcats, so we're going to be going the other way. Good job by the Wildcat defense there to stop the transition. We've got a timeout on the floor. Northland going to take a timeout. That is a full 60-second timeout. 1:41 remaining in the third quarter. Score Northland 52, Central City 31. I'll go ahead and take this opportunity to give a shout out to our sponsor, Next Bank. Next Bank combines the values of a locally owned, independent Eastern Iowa community bank with expanded services and the latest technology to meet our customers' fast-moving lifestyle. Bank on your success with Next Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. The Wildcats back onto the floor now. On the court for the Wildcats are Tritle, Reed, Brooks, Kramer, and Noonan. Out there for the Lynx, Flanagan, Bogey, Ellie Ware, Kurt, and Van Eaton. Noonan will bring it up for the Wildcats. Minute 40 to play here in the third quarter. Noonan looking to attack on the right wing, picks up her dribble. Now over to Reed, standing at the volleyball line. Attacking with her left, picks it up. Inside to Kramer. Ball's tipped. It's going to go off of the Northland Lynx. So it will be Wildcat ball still. Reed is going to throw it in. Wildcats in a box set. Reed looking to go and now gets it inside or out to the three-point line to Kramer. Now free throw line to Reed. Reed in the corner to Brooks, trying to get downhill. Skip pass over to Tritle. Takes one dribble. 3 on its way. It is no good off back iron. Rebound fought for, but picked up by Van Eaton. Kicks it ahead to Kurt. Kurt inside to Ellie Ware. Almost loses her footing. Shot is blocked by Tritle. And her pass is going to go across half court. Finally picked up almost the entire length of the floor. Wildcat ball in the over and back calls. It was not tipped. Bailey Weber will check in for the Wildcats. Briley Brooks going to come out. Kramer will throw it in, gets it into Noonan. Wildcats working on their end of the floor. Noonan over to Kramer, into the corner to Reed. Double teamed as soon as she gets it. Looking to attack, picked it up, over to Weber. Now to Treidel. Back in the corner to Reed. Reed, long two on its way, too short, rebounded by Noonan. Her putback's no good, a little too strong off the glass, rebounded by Ware of the Lynx. Kurt bringing it up the floor nice and slowly. Now over to Flanagan, left wing. Skip past to Van Eaton. She fakes the three, trying to get inside. And she's going to be called for a travel. Her pivot foot moved ever so slightly, but just enough to get the travel violation called. And the Wildcats will have it as Ella Rees is going to check in for the Lynx. Cameron Kurt going to come to the bench for a little while. 33 seconds left to play here in quarter number 3. Natalie Noonan's going to bring it up for the Wildcats. Looking for somewhere to go with the top of the key. Now gets it into Reed at the free throw line. Pass is stolen away by Van Eaton. Lynx will go the other way with 20 seconds to play in the third quarter. Gets it inside to Ware. Nice find in transition. Bogey gets it inside to Ellie Ware, and she finishes at the rim. 10 seconds to go. Noonan bringing it across half court. Trying to get to the rim. Hard bounce past to Treidel. Now to Kramer. Sarah Reed. Long two on its way. Too short. Rebounded by Ware. 2 seconds. 1 second. Shot was not off in time by Flanagan. And that is going to do it for quarter number 3. We've played 3 quarters here from North Linn High School. Our score, North Linn 54, Central City 31. So a much better quarter there by the Wildcats. They put up several points offensively. I believe they only had 6 at the half, or excuse me, they had 11 at the half. They had a little spurt there at the end, but 20 points there in that third quarter after only having 11 in the first 2 quarters. So definitely a much better job offensively there by the Wildcats, but Lynx still lead 54-31. If the Wildcats can go on a little run here, it definitely could get competitive again. We'll just have to wait and see what happens here in the fourth and final quarter. I'll take this quick break here to give a shout out to our sponsor, Next Bank. Next Bank is a financially strong community bank. Invested partnerships help their customers achieve what's next for their financial dreams. Next Bank has 5 locations to serve you: Central City, Cedar Rapids, Marion, Coralville, and Waterloo. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. So as always, huge thank you to Next Bank for everything they do to help support Central City. As on the floor for the Wildcats, looks like the same 5 that started the game. We've got Noonan, Brooks, Treidel, Fritcher, and Reed. Out there for the Lynx, we've got Rees, Bogey, Ellie Ware, Flanagan, and Van Eaton. Those are the 10 that'll get us started here in quarter number 4. Lynx ball first, Rees will throw it in, Bogey will bring it up, and we are underway in quarter number 4. Bounce pass goes to Flanagan on the right wing, bringing it over to the top of the key. Now over to Bogey. Bounce pass goes to Rees. Rees attacking to her right, uses the screen from Ware. Top of the key to Rees for 3 on its way. Too strong, no good. Almost got a lucky bounce there, but does bounce out. Rebounded by Treidel. Now she gives it over to Noonan. Noonan will bring it up for the Wildcats. Gives it to Brooks. Brooks attacking to her right. Hands it off to Treidel. Treidel skip pass over to Noonan. Now over to Treidel. Treidel for 3. It is good. That's her 3rd triple of the night. As the Wildcats cut the lead to 20 now. As the Lynx bring it up, Flanagan right wing, down low to Ware. Now skip pass, out of bounds. Ellie Ware's pass off the mark, intended for Rees. Wildcats will get it. 7:14 to play, 54-34 Lynx. Noonan will bring it up for the Wildcats. Noonan attacking the basket. Now over to Treidel. She takes the deep 3 on its way. It's no good. Too short, rebounded by Bogey. 2-on-1 fast break as pass is kicked by Reed. Smart play there to kick it away by Sarah Reed as it keeps the North Linn offense from scoring there in transition, but they will keep the ball here. 6:59 to play in the 4th. Bogey will throw it in for the Lynx, gets it into Rees on the left wing, now inside to Ware, out in the left corner. That's Bogey for 3. It is good. Bounces around and in. Macy Bogey knocks down the 3-pointer from the left corner. 57-34 our score. Noonan over to Fritcher. Thinks about a 3, now gets it to Reed. Reed attacking the basket. Pull up mid-range jumper is good. Nice jumper there by Sarah Reed. She has 9 points in the night. 57-36 our score. Ellie Flanagan on the right wing. Now top of the key to Bogey. Back to Flanagan. Skip pass to Rees. Attacking the basket. Puts up a layup with her left hand. No good. Ware pulls down the rebound, and she's going to be fouled. And she will go to the line for 2 free throws. Going to be foul number 5 against the Wildcats, and it's going to go against Emma Treidel, her 2nd. As I said, team foul number 5. Ellie Ware going to the free throw line to shoot 2 free throw line's a place she's found herself quite a bit tonight, as she's been working hard on the offensive glass. Has been fouled quite a bit as a result. First free throw is off the mark, no good. Checking in for the Wildcats, Hannah Kramer and Bailey Weber. Natalie Noonan and Emma Treidel will check out. Ellie Ware with a chance at one more at the line. Second free throw on its way. That one is good. Rolls around and in. 58-36 our score. Bailey Weber will bring it up for the Wildcats. Weber gets it over to Fritcher. Now over to Brooks, left wing. Fakes the three. Now pass over to Weber, top of the key. Weber gives it over to Kramer on the right wing. Now Reed, mid-range jumper is no good. Bounces out, no good. Rebound fought for, and looks like they're going to get Hannah Kramer for a foul. That'll be that'll be team sixth. Hannah Kramer's second foul of the night. And so both sides at 6 fouls now, so we're shooting from here on out. Inbounds pass goes to Bogey. Bogey over to Rees. Inside to Ware, now back over to Bogey. Bogey's three-pointer on its way is good. As Macy Bogey knocks down yet another three. 61-36 our score. Weber over to Reed. Now back to Weber. Weber open three from the right wing is no good. Good look, just bounced out. And rebound picked up by Ware. Rees bringing it up the other way now. Gets it over to Flanagan, top of the key. Inside to Ware. Ware, jump shot is good. Jumper from inside the paint, good by Ellie Ware. And the Wildcats are going to call timeout. Natalie Noonan will check in at the next timeout, or at the end of this timeout for the Wildcats. With 5:22 remaining in the ball game, our score, Northland 63, Central City 36. We'll go ahead and take this opportunity to give a shout out to our sponsor, Next Bank. Next Bank represents a new approach to banking in Iowa. Expanded services, more technology, and increased personal attention. If you want to take your banking to the next level, Next Bank is for you. Next Bank is proud to sponsor Central City Sports. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. So a 60-second timeout here called by Coach Martinson of the Wildcats. Lynx have extended their lead a little bit here. 63-36 our score now. As I mentioned, we've got 5:22 to play here in the fourth and final quarter. Wildcats breaking their huddle. They're going to come out onto the floor with Noonan, Weber, Fritcher, Kramer, and Reed. Those are the 5 on the floor for the Wildcats. They're just awaiting the Lynx to come back onto the floor now. They're going to come out with Ellie Ware, Elise Ware, Stepanek, Rees, and Kurt. Wildcat ball. Fritcher will throw it in. Noonan will bring it up for Central City. Inbounds pass goes to Noonan. Guarded by Elise Ware. Now gives it over to Reed. Reed tries to get inside, has it tipped back to her. Reed still has it, takes the three. It is good. Sarah Reed had a jumbled situation there, but knocks down the three-point shot. Good heads-up play there by Reed to take the open shot. Now over to Stepanek. Stepanek for three. It is no good. We've got a foul down low. We'll see what side it went against. I think it went against the Lynx. I think it was Elise Ware. I believe that's going to be her 4th. That is indeed her 4th foul, team foul number 7. And whoever it was that was fouled will be going to the line to shoot 1-1 as the Lynx now are in the bonus. Looks like it's going to be Hannah Kramer shooting the 1-1 for the Wildcats. 4:57 to play in the girls' game. Kramer will shoot the 1-1 here. We'll see if she can knock down the first to get a chance to shoot a second. First shot on its way. It is good. Good clutch free throw there by Kramer. As Emma Treidel at the scorer's table will get Kramer here if she makes this free throw. If not, next dead ball. 63-40 our score. Kramer with a chance for one more after making the front end of the 1-1. Second free throw on its way. That one is good as well. So a good job there by Hannah Kramer stepping up and making 2 big free throws. She'll now come out as Emma Treidel will check in. As Kurt will bring it up for the for the Lynx. Wildcat sitting in, it looks like a 2-3. Skip pass goes over to Rees, now to Kurt. Over to Stepanek. Inside to Ware. Has her pass tipped and stolen by Weber. Nobody between Weber and the basket. Ware catching up to her now, though. It's good. Bailey Weber and 1. As Ellie Ware called for the foul. She can't believe it. Foul was from behind. As that is going to be 8th team foul on the Lynx. Weber will shoot 1. That's 63-43 our score. Bailey Weber's free throw, no good. Rolls around the rim and out. It looks like we got a timeout called by the Lynx. So with 4:32 to play in the game, the Lynx lead 63-43. The Wildcats have been putting together a pretty nice half here. Unfortunately, you can't get back the first half where they struggled offensively, but they have, I wouldn't say they've struggled offensively at all this half. They've had some nice shooting. Emma Treidel has knocked down, I think, 3 threes just in this second half. And we've also had some nice finishes on the inside from several players. Sarah Reed's gotten some, Emma Fritcher. We just saw Bailey Weber there with the and one. So back onto the floor are the Wildcats and the Lynx. Central City has Reed, Fritcher, Treidel, Weber, and Noonan. If you're just tuning in, our score 63-43 in favor of the Lynx. 4:32 to play in the ball game. As Reed throws it into Kurt. Cameron Kurt will bring it up for the Lynx. Now over to Reed's right wing. Uses a screen from Ware. Skip pass in the corner to Stepanek. Now over right wing to Kurt. Now down low to Ware. Ware is going to be called for a traveling violation. Must have gotten a pivot foot picked up or something like that on the inside. As the Wildcats will take over. Noonan bringing it up for the Wildcats. Uses the screen from Weber. Fakes the three. Now back to Weber. Over to Treidel. Gets it inside to Reed. Noonan mid-range jumper is off the mark. Rebounded by Fritcher. She puts it back up. That's no good. Rebounded by Ware of the Lynx. Kurt running in transition. Now stops. Gets it over to Rees in the left wing. Uses a screen. Has her shot blocked by Fritcher. Tipped around and picked up by Stepanek. Nice defensive play there by Fritcher. Over top of the key. And now back to Kurt. And top of the key to Rees. Inside to Ware. Skips over to Stepanek from 3. It's no good. Off the mark. Offensive rebound picked up with the Lynx. That's Kurt. Throws it up and it's good. Cameron Kurt gets the offensive rebound and takes advantage of it as she finishes at the rim. Noonan brings it up for the Wildcats. Has her pass tipped and stolen away by Kurt. 2-on-2 fast break here. Kurt puts it up and a late foul call, but the foul is called. That's going to be number 7 on the Wildcats. Looks like it's going to go against number 23. That is Bailey Weber, her first team foul, number 7. 2 shots coming up here for Cameron Kurt of the Lynx. First shot is on the way, not strong enough on that one, off the front of the rim. Briley Brooks going to come in for the Wildcats. For the Lynx, we've got Skylar Benish, I believe making her first appearance in tonight's game. We've also got Chloe Van Eaton re-entering. Ellie Ware and Ella Rees will check out. Second free throw is good by Kurt. 67-43 our score here. 3:15 to play in the ball game. Skip pass over to Treidel. Treidel's three-pointer on its way, no good. Weber picks up the rebound, however. Gives it over to Treidel. Emma Fritcher for 3. It's no good. And the Wildcats get the rebound again. That time by Treidel. Gets it over to Reed. Reed, long 2-pointer on its way. That is good. Sarah Reed knocks down the jumper. Under 3 minutes to play here. 66-45 our score. Kurt gives it over to Benish. Now to Stepanek. Inside to Elise Ware. And the shot is blocked by Reed, but the foul is called. It was Van Eaton on the shot attempt. I thought that Sarah had a clean block there, but they called the foul. So it'll be Chloe Van Eaton going to the line to shoot 2. That was Sarah's second foul, team foul number 8. Van Eaton's first free throw on the way is no good. Hannah Kramer is going to come in for the Wildcats. Emma Treidel will go to the bench. Van Eaton for a chance at one here. Missed the first one. Second one on its way. That one is no good either. But it's going to go out of bounds off of Sarah Reed. Some disagreement here. And the other referee is going to correct the call, as people with a better vantage point than myself really disagreed with that call, and as did the second referee. So 66-45 our score, Wildcat ball. Weber bringing it up across half court, over to Brooks on the left wing, over to Reed. Reed, long 2 on its way. It is no good. Rebounded by Van Eaton. Van Eaton over to Kurt. Kurt bringing it up the floor now. Kurt looking for somewhere to go with it. 3-pointer on its way from Stepanek is too short. Rebounded by Brooks, but she loses the handle, and it's going to go out of bounds. A couple subs here. It's going to be Macy Bogey and Ellie Flanagan checking in for the Lynx. Elise Ware and Cameron Kurt are going to exit. Also, Natalie Noonan is going to check in for the Wildcats, and she is going to get Bailey Weber. So 2:18 to play here, 66-45 our score. Inbounds pass goes to Benish. Back to the corner to Bogey. Bogey inside to Van Eaton, takes one dribble, picks it up, looking to the rim, now gets out to Flanagan on the right wing. Inside to Van Eaton, now over to Benish, left wing. Gets it to the corner, that's Stepanek. Stepanek, top of the key to Flanagan. Now short corner to Bogey. Good ball movement here by the Lynx. Flanagan, three-pointer on its way, it's no good. It was about halfway down before finally rolling out. Reed picked up the rebound and she's bringing it up herself. Fakes the three, she will take the three, it is no good. Nearly knocked down the three-pointer as the Lynx defense was kind of trailed off of her, but no good. Flanagan now over to Van Eaton. Van Eaton fakes the free throw shot. Top of the key to Stepanek. Now it's going to be Van Eaton attacking. She is fouled. Not much of a foul to speak of, but it does get the whistle. It looks like we got some players checking in for the Wildcats that don't usually see the floor, so a good opportunity for them to get a chance to get into the game. Well, a few subs here, as that was Sarah's third foul, team foul number 9. Van Eaton shooting 2. Her first is good. As Emma Treidel checking in for the Wildcats, re-entering the game. Also, Belle Whitson and Lucy Smith entering tonight for the first time. Noonan, Brooks, and Fritcher will exit. 67-45 our score, a minute and a half to play. Second free throw is on its way, and good from Van Eaton, and she will come out. That is Caitlin Benish. That will get her. So Reed will throw it in. And it's going to be, will be Reed bringing it up after Treidel just passes it right back to her. A minute 20 to go here in the fourth quarter. Kramer on the right wing, now gets it over to Reed. Reed attacking, down low to Smith. Smith kicks it out to Treidel. Emma Treidel for 3 is good. Emma Treidel with her 4th 3 of the night. All 4 coming in this second half. That is Benish bringing it up now. Back to Benish. Over to Flanagan, skip past to Bogey. Back to Benish, top of the key. Inside. Now over to Benish again, that's Skylar Benish. Flanagan has it now. Less than a minute to play here, about 45 seconds in the ball game. Flanagan, top of the key. Inside, jumper on its way, and good off the glass. That was Caitlin Benish, sophomore for the Lynx, getting the shot to go. And we got a timeout just for subs here as Bailey Weber is going to come in. Sarah Reed, good effort by her tonight, and she's going to come out of the game. Weber will bring it up. Just 32 seconds remaining in the ball game. Pass over to Kramer, left wing. Now over to Weber, back to Treidel. Inside to Whitson. Whitson over to Weber. Hannah Kramer, long two-pointer is no good. Good fight on the rebound, picked up by Treidel. Her shot's no good, but she will go to the line for 2. Good fight there by Whitson. She didn't get the rebound, but her fight allowed Treidel to pick it up. Foul is going to go against Caitlin Benish of the Lynx, her first, team foul number 9. As Emma Treidel will go to the line for a pair of free throws. First free throw on its way. It is good. She gets the first one to go, as it's going to be number 44 checking in for the Lynx, so I don't have here on my program, so try to get a name there if we can. Might just not have her on the roster. Second free throw is good. Emma Treidel knocks down both. 70-50 our score. As just 15 seconds to go here. Benish bringing it up for the Lynx. Over to Bogey on the right wing. Pass is tipped. Picked up by Skylar Benish. Under 10 seconds to go here. Top of the key to Bogey. Over to Benish, left wing. Clock continues to roll down, and they're just going to hold it out. And that is going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Our final score here from Troy Mills, 70-50. The Lynx get the win. Did find the name there, number 44, Madeline Klosterman. Checked into the game there at the end for the Lynx. So that is going to do it for the girls' game. 70-50, as I said, our score. And the boys' game will be up next. So not sure how much time we're putting on the clock here for the boys to warm up. But a really good effort there in the second half by the Central City Wildcats after they really struggled there in that first half, but they did what they could. They put together a strong fight, and they ended up with a very respectable score, 70-50. 20-point loss, not what you want. But North Linn, team that only has one loss on the year, probably a team that's going to make a lot of noise in the postseason. Games like this will get you ready to face some adversity down the line, so a good fight there by the Wildcats after not having the start they wanted. Didn't give up, kept the fight going. And at the end of the day, 70-50 our final score. So we've got 24 minutes on the clock here, so I will take a short break. Stick with me for a while, or we'll be back here in just a little while after this break. I'll probably come back here about 10 minutes before the start of the game, so I'll put an expected time for me to be back. So thank you for listening. I'll be back here in a little while for the boys' game. Thanks, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Wildcat Basketball on the Wildcat Sports YouTube page. If you're tuning in tonight for the first time, I'm David Warrington. I'm coming to you live from North Linn High School. The girls' game between North Linn and Central City just finished up here about 15 minutes ago or so. The Lynx ended up coming out on top 70-50. It was a strong second half effort by our Wildcats after a rough first half. But the Lynx did come out on top in that one. Moving on, we now have the boys' contest. These teams met twice a year ago, with the Lynx coming out on top on both occasions. The teams come into tonight's game on opposite ends of the spectrum here, as the Wildcats are looking to get their first win while the Lynx are trying to avoid their first loss. Before we introduce the teams here, I'm going to go ahead and give a shout out to our sponsor, Next Bank. Each person and family has unique financial needs. That's why we offer a variety of personal banking and lending products. We offer everything you need for your personal financial success, from checking and savings accounts to loans and online services. Next Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. So looking at the Wildcats, they enter this game 0-8 so far this year. The Wildcats are led in scoring by senior guard Marshall Vandevet, who is averaging 14.5 points per game. He is followed by freshman Aiden Klosterman, averaging 8.4 per game. Marcus Shellhorn pulls down 5.1 rebounds per night, which leads the team in that category. Vandevet steals a team-high 1.9 passes per game, while Shellhorn leads the team in blocks just shy of 1 per game. Looking at the host, North Linn Lynx. The Lynx enter this game a perfect 10-0 and ranked as the #1 team in Class 1A. Like the girls' team, the boys' Lynx basketball team has very balanced scoring, with 4 players averaging in double figures. Austin Hilmer is the leading scorer for this team with 18.1 points per game. He is followed by Tate Hoggenberry at 15.8, Dylan Kurt with 15.4, and Cade Hoggenberry at 10.1. Cade Hoggenberry also leads the team in rebounds, pulling down 5.3 a night. Hilmer averages 8.1 assists and 3.3 steals per game, both of which lead the team. The Lynx are at or near the top in several team statistics throughout the state. They score the most points per game at 82, while allowing the fewest at 36.1, the 5th fewest, that is, at 36.1. They're second in the state in assists per game at 20.6, third in steals with 16.8, and they are tied for 4th in field goal percentage, shooting at 53% as a team. Again, that is not in Class 1A, that is the entire state of all classes. And as I said, they are currently ranked as the #1 team in Class 1A. So the Wildcats certainly have their hands full tonight, as the Lynx come in, a team with a lot of firepower, playing really good defense, spreading the ball around well. Just to reiterate, they score the most points of any team per game in the entire state of all classes. They score 82 points a night, while also allowing the 5th fewest, only allowing 36.1 per night. They are second in assists per game, third in steals, and tied for 4th in field goal percentage. So a very talented North Linn team taking the court tonight. The Wildcats will definitely have their hand full, trying to stick with this North Linn basketball team. Again, if you're just tuning in, I'm David Warrington, coming to you live from North Linn High School. The girls just got done here about 15 minutes ago or so, as North Linn came out on top in that one, 70-50. Now we're moving ahead to the girls' game, as the boys for Central City just coming back onto the floor. They just went to the locker room a little bit ago to meet with their coaches and get some last-minute preparations, as now the Wildcats on my right getting ready here for game #2 of the varsity girls and boys doubleheader. The Lynx currently not on the floor, just left to go get their last few pointers from their coach, and they'll be out here momentarily. We've got about 5 minutes, 45 seconds to go here before we get things underway here for this varsity boys basketball contest. Again, North Linn comes in an undefeated 10-0, ranked #1 in the state. Looking at how North Linn got to their 10-0 record, they started their year at Midland, where they won 90-27. They then hosted Marquette Catholic and won 85-32. They traveled to Prince of Peace and won 83-31. They hosted Calamus-Wheatland, won that game 80-49. They traveled to Springville to play Cedar Valley Christian. Of course, CVC uses Springville's court as their home court, and they won that one 95-32. They then hosted Starmont in a game they won 106-14. Traveled to Maquoketa Valley, won 75-43. Hosted Edgewood Colesburg in their last game before break, and one that ended up being very close. They won 66-63. Then traveled to East Buchanan on the 5th, won 85-24 rather. And their most recent game was this past Friday. They hosted the Springville Orioles, They won 53-46 in a game where I believe Springville was leading after 3 quarters of play. But Northland put together a great fourth quarter and ended up coming out on top of that one. So now we're down about 4.5 minutes to go here. As taking a look at the Wildcats so far this year, they traveled to Midland to start the year, lost 71-37, hosted Central Elkader in a game they lost 48-45 after a last-second buzzer beater 3 from the Elkader Warriors won them the game. And then the next day they hosted the Alburnett Pirates in a game they lost 73-18. They traveled to Starmont in a game they lost in overtime 53-45. They hosted Maquoketa Valley, lost that one 56-25. Traveled to Calamus-Wheatland where they lost 70-37. Traveled to Edgewood-Colesburg where they lost 69-26. And this past Friday, January 8th, they hosted the East Buchanan Buccaneers in the game they lost 52-18. So as I mentioned, Wildcats looking for their first win of the season here tonight, while the Lynx come in a perfect, unblemished 10-0. About 3.5 minutes away from tip-off here, as both teams have been on the floor for a while now, getting up some shots, getting ready to go for this contest. So coming up on the schedule for the Wildcats, they only have one more game this week. They'll host Springville this Friday, the 15th, in a varsity contest. And then they have the same schedule as the girls for next week. It's a 5-game week, almost unheard of. I don't think I ever played in a 5-game week in my 4 years of high school basketball, but that's what the Wildcats have for themselves next week. On Monday, they'll travel to Dunkerton. Tuesday, they'll travel to Alburnett. Thursday, they will host Starmont. Or excuse me, they only have 4 games this next upcoming week. Looks like the girls have a game, the boys don't. Got a little bit ahead of myself there. Sorry about that. So Monday they'll go to Dunkerton. Tuesday they'll go to Alburnett. Looks like Friday they will host Starmont, and Saturday they will travel to Prince of Peace. So one of those games in there were 5 games for the girls, but only 4 for the boys. And then the week after that, the 26th, they'll go to Maquoketa Valley. The 29th, they will host Edgewood-Colesburg. February 2nd, they go to East Buchanan. February 5th, they host North Linn. And the boys wrap up their season February 9th in a boys-only game at Springville. So that's what the boys have coming up on their schedule. Again, I'm David Warrington. If you're just tuning in, I'm coming to you live from North Linn High School as the Lynx are getting ready to play host to the Central City Wildcats in a varsity boys basketball Class 1A Tri-Rivers West contest. Both teams on the floor shooting their final shots here before we get the game underway. North Linn currently to my left in their white home uniforms, maroon trim down the side, Wildcats in their red visiting uniforms, black trim on the side of the shorts. Minute 45 to go here before we get this one underway. First players just now starting to head over to the bench. Austin Hilmer heading to the bench area is a name I'm sure I'll be saying quite a bit tonight. He's kind of the do-it-all man for the Lynx, averaging 18.1 points per game, and also average of 8.1 assists. So he kind of does it all for this North Linn team. So I'm sure that's a name we'll be hearing tonight quite a bit. The Wildcats just getting their final shots up. Marshall Vandevet heading over to the bench now as we get ready to hear our starting lineups. It does look like one of the big Lynx players, Dylan Kurt, I don't see him dressed. I know he didn't play this past Friday against Springville with a knee injury. And it looks like that may be the case again tonight, as I do not see him in uniform out there on the floor. So now both teams have every player over on the bench now, getting ready to introduce our starting lineups here. About 45 seconds to go. As once the clock rolls all the way down and we're ready to introduce starters, I will follow along with the PA announcer here in Troy Mills as we meet tonight's starting lineups. So both teams getting some last-minute instructions from their coaches as North Linn's PA announcer about to introduce our starting lineups for tonight's game. We'll follow along here as we meet tonight's starting lineups. Starting for the Wildcats, senior, number 2, Marshall Vandevet. Number 4, Aiden Klosterman. Junior, number 14, Marcus Prusman. Junior, number 21, Jack Kramer. and sophomore number 34, Marcus Shellhorn. Now the starting lineup for the Northland Lynx. A junior, number 10, Gunnar Van Orney. A junior, number 20, Cade Hagenberry. A junior, number 24, Austin Hilmer. A sophomore, number 30, Tate Hagenberry. And a senior, number 34, Caleb Kurt. Assistant coach for the Wildcats is John McGovern. Head coach is Tanner Carlson. Assistant coach for the Lynx is Travis Griffith. Northland's head coach is Mike Hilmer. These are your starting lineups and coaches for both sides. And we're just about set to get things rolling here from Central City. Northland Lynx hosting the Central City Wildcats. 8 minutes set on the clock. And we're about set to go. Again, the 5 out there for the Wildcats. We've got Van de Vet, Klosterman, Kramer, Prusman, and Shellhorn. I believe tonight Marcus Prusman's first career start. The junior getting the start as opposed to Troy Curtis, who has been starting the past few games. They're going a little bit more speed with Prusman out on the floor. Van Orney, Hilmer, Tate Hagenberry, Cade Hagenberry, and Kurt out there for the Lynx. Wildcats will work left to right. Lynx will work right to left. Shellhorn will jump for the Wildcats. Tate Hagenberry for the Lynx. Ball's in the air. Shellhorn gets the tip, and we are underway. Aiden Klosterman controls it. Bringing it to the cross half court, picks it up, gets it to Prusman. Now back to Klosterman on the left wing. Klosterman looking to get downhill. Attacking the basket, has it tipped and stolen away by Austin Hilmer. He gets about 3 of those a game, running the floor. Hilmer looking to go downhill. Gets to the rim, puts it up, and good. Austin Hilmer opens the scoring here tonight with a layup in the transition. Now they got the full court press going here. Klosterman looking to try to get past the half court line. He gets there, loses it though. Good hustle to get back on top of it. Over to Shellhorn. Good hustle by Van Orney of the Lynx. Stolen away and given over to Cade Hagenberry. Hagenberry attacking the basket. Has it stolen, and it's going to be out of bounds off of Prusman of the Wildcats. And the Lynx will keep it. Hilmer will throw it in. It's going to be a fast-paced game tonight. That's the way the Lynx like to play. No reason tonight wouldn't be the same. Again, Hilmer throwing it in. Gets into Van Orney. Open look from 3 for Gunnar, and it's good. Gunnar Van Orney knocks down the 3-pointer from the left wing. And the Lynx lead 5-0 here, 30 seconds into this ball game. Klosterman has it, guarded by Hilmer in the full court, over to Van de Vet. Lynx almost pretty much famous for their full court press, and we're seeing it tonight here as well. They break it, Klosterman over to Shellhorn in the left corner. Shellhorn over to Klosterman, now to Van de Vet, top of the key. Guarded by Tate Hagenberry. Gets it over to Klosterman, left wing, top of the key to Kramer. Kramer trying to get to the basket, gets it to Van de Vet. Thinks about the 3 in the right corner, now going to bring it back out. Trying to attack. Loses it, stolen away by Van Orney, and foul is going to be called on Prusman. The Lynx will have it from the sideline, out of bounds. Foul is called on Prusman, his first team foul, number 1. Kurt will throw it in for the Lynx. Throws it into Hilmer. A minute gone here as Hagenberry has it on the right or left wing. Gets it over to Hilmer. Austin Hilmer for 3 is no good. Klosterman pulls down the rebound. Wildcats are going to bring it the other way. Over to Van de Vet, trying to break this this full court press. Gets past Cade Hagenberry. Over to Shellhorn. Top of the key to Klosterman. Klosterman, floater is blocked by Kurt. Kurt pulls down the rebound, and another foul called in the Wildcats. I think that one's going to go on Klosterman. Team foul number 2. And that is going to be Aiden's first foul of the night. Hilmer, point guard for the Lynx team, averaging over 8 assists a night. We'll bring it up. Over to Kurt. And now Cade Hagenberry on the left wing. Uses the screen from Kurt. Hilmer looking to get downhill. Loses it. We got a traveling violation called as Hilmer lost his footing a little bit while he got in there. And a timeout called by Coach Hilmer of the Lynx. Lynx lead by 5, but he doesn't look overly pleased with his guys' effort so far. As we got a 30-second timeout here. 6:25 to play in the first quarter. The Lynx lead 5-0. After the turnover by the Lynx, the Wildcats will have it coming out of the timeout. Carlson drawing up a play for the Wildcats, making sure they know the best way to break this press. Never an easy thing to do. We'll see how they try to go about it. It looks like Shellhorn and Prusman are going to go on the far end down to their basket. Kramer will throw it in. Klosterman and Van de Vet will be the guards trying to break it. Kramer gets it into Van de Vet. Guarded by Cade Hagenberry. Bounce pass over to Klosterman. Gets it across half court to Kramer. Down court pass to Prusman. Prusman trying to find somewhere to go with it, attacking the baseline. Loses it, and it's stolen away by Tate Hagenberry of the Lynx. His pass is tipped. He gets it right back. Spin move over to Venorny. Venorny from 3 on the way. That one's good as well. Gunnar Venorny hits his second 3 of the night. Lynx lead 8-0. Van de Vet guarded by Cade Hagenberry, trying to break this press. Now over to Klosterman. Klosterman making some moves, trying to get past half court. He does, but now he's doubled as soon as he crosses. Pass to Kramer is going to go out of bounds, and was touched by one of the Lynx players because it is going to be Wildcat ball. So Kramer will throw it in for the Wildcats. 5:46 to go in the first quarter. Kramer looking for somewhere to go with it. Going to get into Prusman in the backcourt. He gives it over to Van de Vet. Van de Vet needs to get past half court here, and he does. Fakes a pass, now gets it over to Kramer, top of the key. Over to Klosterman, left wing. Klosterman guarded by Hilmer. Goes between the legs, looking to get down court. Now goes over to Shellhorn, and now Kramer in the right corner. Top of the key to Van de Vet. Thinks about the 3, now attacking. Looking to get downhill. Pass over to Kramer on the right wing. Kramer looking for somewhere to go with it. Attacking the basket. Puts up a layup. It's no good. Too strong. Rebounded by Hilmer. And they're running on the fast break. Hilmer trying to get to the basket. Spin move. Loses his footing. Keeps his dribble, though. Gets it out. Top of the key to Hagenberry. Gunnar Venorny for 3. It's good. He's 3 for 3 on the night from downtown. And the Lynx lead 11-0. Inbounds pass goes to Van de Vet. Now over to Klosterman. Klosterman back to Van de Vet. Getting past Hagenberry. Nice job of breaking the press there by Van de Vet. Nice pass to Shellhorn. He can't finish inside. Rebounded by Kurt. Hilmer attacking. Now over to Kurt. Cade Hagenberry in the left wing. He loses it. Stolen away by Klosterman. Wildcats will reset and go the other way. Klosterman guarded by Hilmer. Over to Prusman on the left wing. Now back to Klosterman, top of the key. Wildcats trying to run a set play here, seeing if they can get something going. Offensively, they have yet to score a point. That pass is stolen away by Venorny of the Lynx. Venorny one-on-one with Shellhorn. He is going to be fouled. And Gunnar Venorny, who currently has 9 of the Lynx 11 points, has had 3 of his 3 attempts from 3 so far tonight, will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Foul is going to go against Marcus Shellhorn of the Wildcats, his first team foul number 3. Again, Gunnar Venorny shooting 2 for the Lynx. First free throw is up and good. Couple subs here as Castor Abernathy and Troy Curtis going to check in for the Wildcats. Brecken Bettenbender and Ben Wheatley checking in for the Lynx. Prusman and Shellhorn will go to the bench for the Wildcats as Venorny gets set to take his second free throw. On its way, it's no good. Offensive rebound pulled down by Cade Hagenberry of the Lynx. His putback is good. And the Lynx extend their lead. Klosterman going to try to get it up the floor. Gets it over to Kramer across half court. Down low to Abernathy, but it's stolen by Wheatley. Wheatley running the fast break. Nice move to the rim. Can't finish. Offensive rebound by Hagenberry. That's Tate Hagenberry, and he gets that to go. Kramer now guarded by Tate Hagenberry. Skip pass over to Klosterman. Nearly loses it. Nice moves there by Klosterman over to Abernathy in the corner. Now Van de Vet top of the key. 16-0 our score here. Lynx on top. Over to Kramer, attacking the rim, picks it up, loses it momentarily, gets it back. Trying to find somewhere to go with it, now gives it over to Klosterman. Klosterman guarded by Cade Hagenberry. Gets to Abernathy. Looking for somewhere to go with it. Now to Van de Vet, nearly loses it, gets it back though. Klosterman in the corner. And the referee says he stepped on the out-of-bounds line. So that's going to be a turnover. Lynx will take over. And Austin Hilmer checked out of the game just there for a moment for the Lynx. He's back in it now. As Bettenbender exits after just a short stint there for the Lynx. Hilmer over to Cade Hagenberry. Wheatley on the left wing. Wheatley trying to attack. A good shooter is Wheatley. His mid-range jumper is no good. Rebounded by Abernathy. And Klosterman's going to bring it up. Guarded by Hilmer in the full court. Trying to get past him. Hilmer pokes it loose, but they're going to get him for a foul. And that's going to be the first foul on Hilmer and the first foul on Northland here in this game. Kramer will throw it in. Lynx have 3 players down past half court trying to defend. And now Van de Vet gets it in. Over to Abernathy in the corner. Skip past top of the key to Shellhorn, or excuse me, to Klosterman. Klosterman trying to find a way to go somewhere to go with it. Have a set play for him. Out of bounds. They say he tripped on his own accord, not fouled. And it's going to be going the other way as that's a turnover for the Wildcats. Inbounds pass to Hilmer. Under 3 minutes to go here in quarter number 1. Wildcats yet to get on the board. Our score is 16-0. Wheatley has it on the left wing, using the screen from Hagenberry. Over to Hilmer. Hilmer fakes the 3, now attacking. Jump stop over to Vanorny. He's hit 3 already. That one's on the way. That one's good as well. Gunnar Vanorny hits his 4th 3 of the night so far. And Coach Carlson of the Wildcats calls a full 60-second timeout. So with 2:37 to play here in quarter number 1, the Lynx lead 19-0. We'll go ahead and take this opportunity to give a shout out to our sponsor, Next Bank. Next Bank combines the values of a locally owned, independent Eastern Iowa community bank with expanded services and the latest technology to meet our customers' fast-moving lifestyle. Bank on your success with Next Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. As always, huge shout out to Next Bank for everything they do to support Central City. As the Wildcats coming out of their timeout here. Again, 2:37 to play in quarter number 1. The Lynx lead 19-0. Wildcats coming out of their huddle now. They've got Kramer, Klosterman, Van de Vet, Abernathy, and Curtis. The Lynx out there with Vanorny, Wheatley, Kurt, Hilmer, and Tate Hagenberry. Kramer will throw it in. Full court press still being applied by the Lynx. Inbounds pass goes to Klosterman. Looking to get downhill and attack. Skip pass over to Van de Vet. Trying to cross half court. He's doubled. Gets it across half court to Kramer. Skip pass to Abernathy. Nice pass. Gives it one more to Curtis. Now kicks it out to Kramer. Makes a jump stop. Now gets to Curtis in the corner. Over to Van de Vet, top of the key. Guarded by Hilmer. He gets it to Klosterman. Standing at the logo. Looking to run a set play. Gets the pass to Van de Vet using the screen from Curtis. They double off the screen. Pass is stolen away by Hilmer, and he's going to lay it up and in. Austin Hilmer gets the steal and then finishes on the fast break. Inbounds pass goes to Kramer. Getting himself set, looking for somewhere to go with it. Attacking, guarded by Tate Hagenberry. Goes behind the back, loses it for a second. He's got to be close to that 10-second barrier now. Pass is going to go out of bounds, intended for Abernathy. And the Lynx will take it. Marcus Prusman's going to check in for the Wildcats. Jack Kramer will come out. And also Cade Hagenberry checking into the game for the Lynx. Gunnar Vanorny, he's 4 of 4 from 3 on the night. He is going to take a seat on the bench. Hilmer brings it across half court over to Kurt, and now to Cade Hagenberry in the left wing. Cade Hagenberry, mid-range pull-up jumper, no good. Good fight on the board by Ben Wheatley. His offensive rebound ends up in a putback basket. Ben Wheatley, good work on the offensive boards. 23-0 our score. Klosterman trying to get to the cross half court, and he does. Aggressive defense, as always, being played by the Lynx. Stolen away by Tate Hagenberry. And he's going to finish at the rim with a two-handed dunk. Tate Hagenberry gets the steal and in transition finishes at the rim. An easy two-handed dunk by Tate Hagenberry. Didn't even look like he had to put much effort into it. As Van de Vet brings it across half court, he's double-teamed right away. He's in trouble. Long cross-court pass is going to be saved by Curtis. Good hustle there by Troy. This results in a turnover and a foul. Believe that's going to be on Prusman. That's team foul number 4. And it is going to be Prusman's second foul of the night as Jack Kramer is going to come back in for the Wildcats. Gunnar Vanorny is going to come in for the Lynx. Marcus Prusman, after just committing his second foul, is going to come out. We've got a minute, 1 second to play here in quarter number 1 of this boys contest. Hilmer bringing it across half court for the Lynx. Over to Wheatley on the left wing. Now over to Hilmer, thinks about a deep 3, attacking now. Loses it, gets it back, but they're going to call him for a double dribble. Hilmer doesn't seem to agree with it, but double dribble was the call, so the Wildcats will have it. Inbounds pass to Klosterman. We've got 45 seconds to play here in quarter number 1. Klosterman breaks it using the sideline, now over to Kramer. Kramer to Curtis in the corner. Now to Van de Vet on the right wing. He takes a deep 3 on its way. It's no good. Off the front of the rim. It's going to go out of bounds. And 35 seconds to play here in quarter number 1. The Lynx will have it. We'll see if they decide to hold for one shot. Kurt inbounds it to Hilmer. And Hilmer's going to bring it up for North Linn. Over to Kurt. Left wing to Wheatley. Using the screen is Wheatley. And over to Hilmer. Austin Hilmer for 3. It is no good. Rebounded by Cade Hagenberry. He is fouled on his putback attempt. And Hagenberry will go to the line to shoot 2 for the Lynx. That's going to be team foul number 5. And looks like the foul is going to go against Jack Kramer of the Wildcats. That is just his first of the game. Cade Hagenberry at the line shooting 2. First free throw on the way. It is good. Hoggenberry knocks down the first one as Marcus Shellhorn is going to check in. Troy Curtis will come to the bench for the Wildcats. So first free throw good there by Hoggenberry. He has a chance for one more. 26-0 our score. Hoggenberry's second free throw is also good. 27-0, 22 seconds remaining in quarter number one. Inbounds pass goes to Van de Vet. Trying to break this full court press. Guarded by Cade Hoggenberry. Gets it over to Klosterman. Skip pass down the floor to Abernathy for three from the corner. No good. Rebounded by Hoggenberry. Hilmer's going to bring it up. 5 seconds on the clock. Hilmer trying to get downhill. And he's going to be fouled. It's going to be on the floor, so the Lynx will have 1.7 seconds to do something with it here, as we are not in the bonus yet. They are just one foul shy. That is team foul number 6 on the Wildcats. Called against Marcus Shellhorn. That is his second. Hoggenberry will throw it in for the Lynx as they have 1.7 seconds. Inbounds pass goes to Hilmer. His shot's no good. Rebounded by Abernathy. And that is going to do it for quarter number one. Hoggenberry hits the ground hard there, trying to get the offensive rebound. Looks like he's going to be okay, though. So we've played one quarter of basketball here from Troy Mills in the boys varsity contest. Our score, Northland 27, Central City 0. Go ahead and take this opportunity to give a shout out to our sponsor, Next Bank. Next Bank is your bank for what's next. Your next car, next home, next business, next phase of life, or next adventure. 5 locations to serve you: Central City, Cedar Rapids, Marion, Coralville, and Waterloo. Next Bank is proud to sponsor Central City Sports. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. So just about 15 seconds until this quarter break is over, and we return for play in quarter number 2. The Lynx have been all over the Wildcats at this point. They lead 27-0. Wildcats not able to get on the scoreboard there in that first quarter. So both teams come out for quarter number 2. Wildcats have Van de Vet, Klosterman, Kramer, Abernathy, and Curtis. The Lynx going with Van Orney, Wheatley, Hilmer, Kurt, and Tate Hoggenberry. Those are the 10 on the floor for both sides. It'll be Lynx ball first. Kurt will throw it in. Hilmer will bring it up, and we are underway here in quarter number 2. Hilmer gives it over to Kurt. Now Wheatley in the left wing, bringing it up. Over to Hilmer on the right wing. Inside to Hoggenberry, out to Van Orney. Van Orney for 3. It's no good. He finally misses one as Kurt pulls down the offensive rebound over to Hilmer. Hilmer attacking baseline, now to Van Orney, top of the key. Van Orney over to Wheatley. Wheatley for 3. That one is good. Ben Wheatley knocks down the 3-point bucket from the left wing. 30-0 our score. Is Van de Vet going to bring it up for the Wildcats. Van de Vet crossing half court. Lynx going to pressure him right away as he crosses. Pass is stolen by Kurt. Intended for Curtis. Tate Hoggenberry bringing it the other way. Going to be called for a foul. Nearly got the layup to go, but he was fouled beforehand, and he will get a chance to shoot 2 at the line. Foul is going to go against Marshall Van de Vet of the Wildcats. It's team foul number 7, so the Lynx are shooting from here on out. This is the shooting foul, though, so he will get 2. As Tate Hoggenberry puts in his first free throw. Again, he has a chance at one more. Hoggenberry set for his second free throw on the way. It is good. Rolls around off the back of the rim and in. As the Lynx extend their lead 32-0. Inbounds pass goes to Van de Vet, now to Klosterman. Klosterman over to Van de Vet. As Van de Vet fakes the pass, now gets it over to Klosterman, right wing. Skip pass to Abernathy as his pass is stolen away. Tate Hoggenberry comes up with it. As Hilmer has it now. Skip pass to Van Orney in the corner. Down low to Hoggenberry. Bounce pass to Kurt. Caleb Kurt's shot is up and good. As Caleb Kurt gets it on the scoring action for the Lynx, his first bucket of the night. The Lynx extend their lead 34-0. Van de Vet, down court pass to Kramer. His mid-range jumper on the way is no good off back iron. Rebounded by Hoggenberry. Hilmer's going to bring it the other way. Hilmer puts it up and in. Nice move there to get an open look at the rim. And the Wildcats are going to call for a full 60-second timeout. Lynx just going on a little bit of a scoring spurt there. As with 6:30 remaining in the second quarter, our score Northland 36, Central City 0. So the Wildcats have just really struggled against this Northland defense. As I mentioned, they allow the 5th fewest points per game in the entire state for all classes. And they're showing it tonight here so far, as they haven't allowed a point yet. Wildcats just need to settle down, try to get through this press. Much easier said than done, of course, as this is a very, very good Northland team. So again, 6.5 minutes to go here in quarter number 2. Has both teams in their huddles here for this full 60-second timeout. First horn sounds, and we're just about ready to get back underway here after the timeout. Wildcats will go out with Klosterman, Van de Vet, Kramer, Abernathy, and Curtis. The Lynx, same group as before, or actually one sub it looks like. We have Hilmer, Kurt, Van Orny, Tate Hoggenberry, and Cade Hoggenberry out there for the Lynx. Looks like Cade Hoggenberry came in for Ben Wheatley. Kramer will throw it in. Inbounds pass goes to Klosterman. Lynx have backed off on their pressure a little bit, now only pressuring in the half court. Still applying good pressure, though, as the pass goes to Kramer in the corner. He's trapped right away. Trying to go baseline, just nothing there for him. Gets it to Klosterman now. Pass is stolen away by Kurt. 2-on-2 fast break as Austin Hilmer just gets past the defense. Layup's no good. Rebounded by Hoggenberry. That's Tate Hoggenberry, and his layup is good as he gets the putback to go. Klosterman's going to bring it up for the Wildcats. 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Van de Vet attacking. Guarded by Cade Hoggenberry. Skip pass is stolen away by Austin Hilmer. We got a 3-on-2 fast break. Pass goes to Tate Hoggenberry. It's good. Give the assist to Hilmer as the Lynx continue to pour it on here on the Wildcats. 40-0 our score. Klosterman on the left wing. He just pulls up for 3. It's good. Aiden Klosterman for 3. Deep pull-up 3 there by Klosterman, and he knocks it down. So the Wildcats are on the board. 40-3 our score. Over to Hoggenberry. Now Hilmer on the left wing. Hoggenberry attacking. Over to Van Orny. Van Orny for 3. It is no good. Good rebound by Troy Curtis there. Good box out against the taller Tate Hoggenberry. Klosterman's going to bring it up. Bounce pass over to Van de Vet, guarded by Cade Hoggenberry. Looking to go to work here. Now he gets it over to Abernathy in the corner. Stolen away by Cade Hoggenberry. He gives it up to Hilmer. Down court pass to Kurt, and his layup is no good. Too strong. Rebounded by Klosterman. His pass over to Van de Vet, out of bounds. We're going to say off of Hilmer. Hilmer trying to get a steal there, and it's going to go out of bounds off of him. So checking in for the Wildcats, we have Marcus Shellhorn and Marcus Prusman. Curtis and Abernathy will go to the bench. We also have Ben Wheatley checking in for the Lynx. Caleb Kurt came to the bench. Klosterman bringing it up over to Van de Vet on the right wing. He takes the deep contested 3. It's no good off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Tate Hoggenberry. Hilmer will slow it up. I think he saw something he wanted, but it just closed on him a little bit. Almost sent a down court pass, but held on to it. Now guarded by Van de Vet at the 3-point line. Attacking the basket, puts it up off the glass. No good. Good rebound by Marcus Shellhorn as the Wildcats get a nice stop there defensively. Klosterman's going to bring it up across half court. 4.5 to go here in quarter number 2. Van de Vet on the right wing, attacking down low. He puts up a floater. It is no good. Rebounded by Wheatley of the Lynx. Hilmer goes behind the back, looking to make a move to get to the rim. Nice pass over to Tate Hoggenberry. His shot is good. Another assist there by Hilmer as Tate Hoggenberry finishes at the rim. That's 12 points in the night for Tate Hoggenberry as the Wildcats trail 42-3. 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Bounce pass over to Klosterman from Van de Vet. Back to Van de Vet on the left wing. Thinks about a deep 3, doesn't take it. Now he's going to give it over to Klosterman. Sees the seam to the rim, but he is going to get there. He throws it up. No foul called. Rebounded by Van Orny. Looks like there could have been a foul, but no call was made. Hilmer's going to bring it across half court. Over to Wheatley. Wheatley wide open 3 is good from the right wing as Ben Wheatley knocks down his second 3-pointer of the night. Klosterman going to dribble it up for the Wildcats now. 45-3 our score. 3.5 to play in the first half. Bounce pass to Kramer on the right wing. Now gives it to Van de Vet in the right corner. He's trapped right away by 2 Lynx defenders. Long pass to Klosterman. Mishandled. Goes out of bounds. As the Lynx will take it. Checking in for the first time tonight for the Lynx is Tate Collum. He replaces Tate Hoggenberry. Cade Hoggenberry throws it in, and Hilmer will bring it up for North Linn. Uses the screen from Collum. Looking to go to work. Now he's going to attack. Spin move over to Wheatley. Wheatley, another 3 on the way. It was no good. Rebounded by Austin Hilmer. He gets the offensive rebound over to Collum. He can't finish, but he is fouled. And Tate Collum will go to the line to shoot 2 for the Northland Lynx. Foul's going to go against Marcus Prusman. That is his third personal foul, team foul number 8. Tate Collum will shoot 2 at the free throw line. First one on its way is good. He'll have one more as Castor Abernathy checking in for the Wildcats. Marshall Van de Vet is going to come out. Collum knocked down the first one. Chance for one more here. Second one is no good. Just off the mark. Nearly rebounded by the Lynx. Wheatley tried to save it, but it bounced off out of bounds of Hagenberry, so the Wildcats will have it. Again, 46-3 our score here, just under 3 minutes to play in the second quarter. Klosterman is going to bring it up, pass over to Kramer on the left wing. Looking for somewhere to go with it, now over to Klosterman. Into the corner to Abernathy, back out to Klosterman. And Kramer on the right wing. Skip pass out of bounds off of Wheatley, so the Wildcats will keep it. Van de Vet will check in for the Wildcats. Marcus Prusman's going to go to the bench. Van de Vet just came out there for about 45 seconds or so. Kramer inbounds it to Klosterman. Hilmer almost got it, but they're going the other way now, 4-on-5, or 5-on-4 rather. Aiden Klosterman makes a nice move to the rim and gets it up and good. So layup there by Klosterman, 46-5 as Hilmer trying to attack the rim. Gets it down low to Wheatley, and his layup is good. Nice pass there by Hilmer as he's got quite a few assists so far tonight. Another one right there is 48-5, the Lynx lead. Van de Vet trying to get to the rim. Nice moves over to Kramer. Kramer for 3, it is good. Jack Kramer knocks down the 3 from the right corner. Wildcats getting a little bit of something going here offensively as Hilmer looking to attack. He puts it up, it is no good. Just a bit off the mark. Offensive rebound pulled down by Wheatley. Fighting, puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Shellhorn. Shellhorn kicks it over to Van de Vet, attacking the basket. Now he's going to pull it out to the perimeter. Dribbling to his right. Finding somewhere to go with it. Pass is stolen away by Wheatley. Abernathy back in transition. He is fouled. Abernathy going to be called for the foul. As Ben Wheatley will get a chance to go to the line to shoot 2 for the Lynx. It was Castor's first foul of the night, team foul number 9. As again, it is Ben Wheatley shooting 2 at the free throw line. First shot on the way from Wheatley. It is up and good as it's going to be Caleb Kurt and Tate Hagenberry checking in for the Lynx. Vinorni and Collum will come out. Troy Curtis going to check in for the Wildcats as Marcus Shellhorn will go to the bench. Second free throw attempt on the way from Wheatley. It is good as well. So he knocks them both down. 50-8 our score. Klosterman's going to bring it up for the Wildcats now. Just over a minute and a half to play in the first half. Klosterman trying to find somewhere to go with it. Gets it over to Van de Vet. He pulls up a deep three-pointer on its way. It's well off the mark and going to go out of bounds. And the Lynx will take over. Inbounds pass goes to Hilmer. And he's going to bring it up for the Lynx. Hilmer looking for somewhere to go with it. Setting up a set play here. Ben Wheatley over the top of the key. He's got an open look from 3 on its way. It's good. Well-run play there as Hilmer gets it to Wheatley for the 3. And Wheatley knocks it down. It's 53-8 our score. Klosterman skip pass over to Van de Vet. Over to Abernathy in the corner. It's tipped, but Abernathy does get it. Over to Klosterman for 3. It is no good off back iron. Rebounded by Kurt. And Hilmer just pull up 3. Straight on is good. As we're under a minute to go here, about 45 seconds. 56-8 our score. Klosterman over to Van de Vet. Attacking, trying to get to the rim now in the corner, double teamed by Hagenberry and Wheatley. His pass is stolen away by Tate Hagenberry. He gives it to Hilmer, and Hilmer lays it up and in as the Lynx extend their lead. 25 seconds to play here in quarter number 2. 58-8 our score. Klosterman looks like he's just going to hold it for one shot. Hilmer applying some pressure. Gets it high post to Curtis. Castor Abernathy for 3 is no good, off the mark. Rebounded by Cade Hagenberry. The Lynx will walk it up and try to get one shot here. 7 seconds to play in the first half. Pull up 3 from Hilmer is good as 1 second ticks off, and that is going to do it for quarter number 2. We've played one half of basketball here from Troy Mills. Our score, Northland 61, Central City 8. So through 16 minutes of play here so far, it has been all Lynx tonight, as they are the #1 ranked team in the state in the class of 1A for a reason, as they put up 61 points there in that first half and they only allow 8. Scoring for the Wildcats came from a 3 from Klosterman as well as a layup from Aiden. So Aiden had 5 points there in that first half. Jack Kramer also had a corner 3. And that's how we get to the 8 points the Wildcats put up in that first half. So as we are at halftime here, I'll go ahead and give a shout out to our sponsor, Next Bank. From your first checking account to your first car, first mortgage to retirement, and all the money matters in between, Next Bank people relate because they're your people. They are in your community, sitting beside you at the kids' games, working local fundraisers, and shooting the breeze at the grocery store. Start building the banking relationship of a lifetime with Next Bank, conveniently located in Central City, Waterloo, Cedar Rapids, Marion, and Coralville. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. So as always, huge shout out to Next Bank for all they do to support Central City. As without them, this Wildcat sports stream you're listening to right now wouldn't be possible. So again, if you're just tuning in, I'm David Warrington. I'm coming to you from North Linn High School for tonight's matchup between the visiting Central City Wildcats and the home North Linn Lynx. The girls' game here a little while ago ended in a North Linn victory 70-50. And now here at halftime of the boys' game, the North Linn Lynx lead 61-8. Bear with me here. I got the band over just to my left, so probably picking up some of that noise, but hopefully you can still hear me over that. So just bear with me for a little while as the band plays here during halftime. Got about 8 minutes and 15 seconds here on the clock before we get ready to start the second half. And as I said, it's been all North Linn so far in this one, as they've just been playing their usual pressure defense, and it's been working out well for them as they've forced several turnovers and only allowed 8 points in that first quarter. The Wildcats, just a rough quarter all around, but they're playing the #1 ranked team in the state for class of 1A. So it was always going to be a tough one tonight. Hopefully they can bounce back and have a good second half, as once again the Wildcats trail here 61-8. I think I mentioned a little bit before, but looking at our schedule, coming up for the Wildcats here, they've got only one more game this week. They will host the Springville Orioles this Friday the 15th. And it'll be a boys and girls doubleheader, as most of our games are. Springville, a really good team again this year. They made it to the state quarterfinals before losing a close one to the 2 seed at the state tournament last year. They're back and looking to try to make a run like that again this year. Wildcats will have once again the Orioles on Friday. Looking ahead to next week, they will play Monday the 18th. They will travel to Dunkerton to play the Raiders. I think I mentioned a little bit now, but that one should be broadcast by me, but I don't think it'll be on the Wildcat Sports. I think that'll be through Dunkerton's system. But that should be available on YouTube to listen to. And then the next day, the 19th, they'll travel to Alburnett to play the Pirates. And I believe that is a game I will be broadcasting as well. And then on Friday the 22nd, the Wildcats will play host to Starmont, a game that went to overtime the first time around, with the Wildcats just falling a bit short, almost won it in regulation. The Stars had a big three-pointer there at the end to force overtime, and then foul trouble hurt the Wildcats in overtime, as I think both Jack Kramer and Aiden Klosterman fouled out in overtime in that game. So definitely one the Wildcats let get away there in that first meeting, so should be a good second matchup as well. And then Saturday the 23rd, the Wildcats will travel to Prince of Peace. Of course, that's a 2-hour drive over to Clinton, so long trip for the Wildcats to make on a Saturday, so I don't think there will be any broadcast of that one, but the Wildcats will make that trip this Saturday the 23rd. And then the 26th of January, the Wildcats will travel to Maquoketa Valley for a conference matchup there against the Wildcats. Maquoketa Valley came out on top of the first meeting. And then that Friday the 29th, they will host the Edgewood-Colesburg Vikings in another conference matchup. It's all conference matchups the rest of the way here after that Prince of Peace game. So that'll be a home matchup. They fell to the Vikings the first time around. Then February 2nd, they will travel to East Buchanan to take on the Buccaneers. That's a Tuesday game. Friday, February 5th, they will play host to the North Linn Lynx, and they will finish their season February 9th. That is a Tuesday at Springville. So that's what you can expect from your Wildcats here as we wrap up the regular season and start to look ahead to postseason basketball. We've got a little under 5 minutes here, about 4:45 to go until we get things going here for half number 2. The Lynx have come back onto the court now as they're to my right, just getting up some shots here as they prepare for half number 2. Wildcats still in the locker room, making some last-minute adjustments, talking some things over here before we get back underway. That's 16 minutes of basketball. We will be on running clock for the entirety of the second half, as 61-8 is our score. That's well over the 35-point barrier needed in order to have running clock. And so we will have running clock for these third and fourth quarters. But again, if you're just tuning in, I'm David Warrington, coming to you live from North Linn High School as the Lynx play host to our Central City Wildcats. This North Linn team, ranked number 1 in Class 1A in the state of Iowa, currently hold a big lead, 61-8, over the Central City Wildcats. 3:45 until we get set to begin our second half of play. As I said, the Lynx out here warming up, getting some shots up before half number 2. The Wildcats have yet to return from their locker room, as I'm sure they've got quite a bit of stuff to talk over here as they once again trail 61-8. So clock continues to roll down here until half number 2. Again, 3 minutes and 15 seconds now as we get set to play our third quarter of basketball. Go ahead and take this opportunity to give another shout out to our sponsor, Next Bank. What are you saving for? Whether it's retirement, your child's education, a new car, or just a rainy day, Next Bank has the right savings account for whatever's next for you. Next Bank is committed to help you achieve what's next for your financial dreams. Bank on your success with Next Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. So as always, huge thank you to Next Bank for all they do to support Central City Athletics. As 2.5 minutes to go here until we start the second half. The Lynx have already returned to their bench. Wildcats have yet to emerge from their locker room. As I mentioned, we will be on running clock here for the second half, so presumably we will have a quick 2 quarters of basketball. 16 minutes left to be played here, as looks like the Wildcats just now coming back out onto the court. As we've got a little over 2 minutes to play here, or 2 minutes until we return to play here from North Linn High School. Under 2 minutes now. As I mentioned, to my right are the Lynx on their bench getting some instructions here from their coaches. It'll be interesting to see what they do here as they've got this game well in hand, leading 61-8. Wildcats also just going straight to their bench, not going to put up any shots. As we're about 1.5 minutes out from our second half of action. Both teams just over on their benches getting some last-minute instructions, as we'll see if the Lynx do decide to go with their starters. I see Austin Hilmer standing up, not sitting down on the bench, but doesn't necessarily mean he won't be out there. So we'll just see what they decide to come out with. 1 minute to go here before the third quarter gets underway. Both teams coming out there. Looks like the Wildcats are going to go with the starters. That's Vandevet, Klosterman, Prusman, Kramer, and Shellhorn. Looks like the Lynx are also going to go with their starters. That would be Hilmer, Vinorni, Kurt, Tate Hoggenberry, and Cade Hoggenberry. Those are the 10 players out on the floor as we begin half number 2. 8 minutes set on the clock. It'll be Wildcat ball. Kramer will throw it in, and Klosterman will bring it up. I think we're just waiting on the band here to stop, as we cannot resume play until the band has concluded. Kramer's going to throw it in, and we are underway for half number 2 here from North Linn. Klosterman bounce pass inside to Kramer, or excuse me, to Shellhorn. Shellhorn gives it to Kramer. Jack Kramer has a 3 blocked by Vinorni, picked up by Tate Hoggenberry. Hoggenberry right on the floor, brings it back out over to Hilmer. Austin Hilmer into the corner. Cade Hoggenberry for three. It's off the mark, rebounded by Kramer. Good rebound there by Jack as he's going to bring it up. Crossing half court. Passes it over to Klosterman on the left wing, guarded by Hilmer. Over to Kramer. And out to Van de Vet. Van de Vet looking to attack the basket. Stops, back over to Prusman, top of the key. Prusman attacking the basket. A nice take, but his shot won't fall. Rebounded by Cade Hoggenberry of the Lynx. Pass ahead to Hilmer. Hilmer running the fast break. Stops, mid-range pull-up jumper is off the mark. Rebounded, almost rebounded by Kurt, but he can't quite control it. And it'll be Wildcat ball. Kramer will throw it in, and Klosterman will bring it up. Aiden Klosterman been playing the point guard a lot tonight, as the Lynx have been out of their full court press for a while, but still pressuring in the half court. As Van de Vet uses Shellhorn's screen, but can't get anything out of it. Over to Prusman, top of the key. Now over to Klosterman on the right wing. Klosterman gives it to Kramer. Thinks about the three. Now skip pass over to Prusman on the left wing. Hands it over to Van de Vet. Guarded by Cade Hoggenberry. Top of the key, looking to get downhill, attacking. Splits a double team, loses it. Picked up by Kramer. Kramer trying to get downhill now, attacking with his left. Throws it up. Rebounded by Cade Hoggenberry. And the Lynx going the other way. Passes off the mark, intended for Tate Hoggenberry. As we're going to be going the other way. As I mentioned, running clock here, so we're at 6:22 and counting here in the third quarter. As Marshall Van de Vet, going to bring it up for the Wildcats, going to slow it down a little bit, it looks like. Gives it over to Klosterman on the left wing. Guarded by Hilmer. Attacking now. Good take, and it looks like he's going to be fouled. They're going to get Austin Hilmer for the foul. That is team foul number 1 on the Lynx in the second half. That is foul number 2 against Hilmer in this game. Kramer to throw it in for the Wildcats. Trying to find somewhere to go with it. Gets it into Van de Vet, into the left corner, attacking now. Nice move there, trying to get to the rim. A little bit of a wild pass out to Kramer, but he handles it. Attacking the basket. Bounce pass to Shellhorn off the mark, and it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Shellhorn. Looked like Marcus kind of tried to cut to the basket while Kramer was giving the pass out a little bit. But Hilmer, long down court pass to Hoggenberry, and his layup is good. Marcus Shellhorn wasn't quite down there, and Hilmer heads up play. Half court pass. Got the job done for the assist. Van de Vet looking to attack now. Back to Shellhorn. Thinks about the three, doesn't take it. Now close from top of the key. Over to Van de Vet, right wing, guarded by Cade Hoggenberry. Attacking the basket, throws up the floater. It's no good, rebounded by Hoggenberry. Hilmer's going to take it the other way. Guarded by Klosterman. Attacking the basket, good help by Shellhorn, but it's not enough as Hilmer's able to finish it with his left hand. 65-8 our score here. 4:50 to play in the third quarter as the Wildcats going to run a set play here. Looking to get Van de Vet an open look from three. He's there if Klosterman threw it, but was kind of pressured a little bit. Couldn't get it there as Austin Hilmer comes up with the steal. Gunnar Venorny all by himself. Left-handed layup up and good. As I'll be interested to see, looking at the statistics after the game when they're posted by North Linn, how many assists Hilmer has, because less than halfway through the third quarter, he's got to have pushing double digits. He's had a lot of nice passes here tonight that have resulted in North Linn baskets. Kramer gives it to Prusman, top of the key, picks up his dribble, over to Kramer in the right corner. He takes the contested three on its way. It's no good. Just a bit off the mark, rebounded by Kurt, and Hilmer's going to bring it up. He's going to attack the basket now, throws it up, hits the ground hard. Looks like he's going to be all right, though. As I think they got Shellhorn on the foul, but we'll wait to see who the call is on. It's actually going to be on Klosterman. Team foul number 1, Aiden's second foul of the game, as Austin Hilmer will go to the line to shoot 2. First free throw on its way, it's good. Hilmer knocks down the first, he'll have a chance for one more, as Ben Wheatley is going to check into the game. Gunnar Venorny going to come out for the Lynx. Our score 68-8 here as Hilmer gets set to shoot his second free throw. On its way and good. As 69-8 here with just over 4 minutes to play in this third quarter of action. Klosterman uses the screen from Van de Vet looking, trying to get him a three, can't find him. Kramer going to attack downhill now. Gives it over to Van de Vet in the left corner, attacking. Pull up mid-range jumper on its way. It's no good. Had to adjust his shot in midair because of the pressure from Hilmer. Hilmer attacking, gives it over to Tate Hoggenberry in the short corner. He's going to be fouled. There's going to be team foul number 2 in this half against the Wildcats. It's going to go against Marcus Shellhorn. I want to say this is third, and it is indeed his third personal foul. As the Lynx will keep it. Inbounds pass to Hilmer. His deep three on its way is no good. about halfway down before coming out. Tate Hoggenberry gets the offensive rebound, and the putback is good. Tate Hoggenberry with another basket. He's got 16 points on the night as the Lynx lead 71-8. Van de Vet over to Kramer. Now he gives it to Klosterman, and he almost loses it, gets it back. Out to Shellhorn. Shellhorn thinks about the three now over to Prusman. Marcus Prusman for three is no good off back iron. Rebounded by Cade Hoggenberry. Skip pass down court to Tate Hoggenberry. Almost too high, but he gets it. Inside to Kurt, and he's fouled. That was not a shooting foul. So the Lynx will hang on to it here. No free throws. Foul's going to go against Marcus Prusman. That is his fourth. Team foul number 3. Castor Abernathy and Troy Curtis checking in for the Wildcats. Marcus Prusman and Marcus Shellhorn going to come out. One more free throw, and that is going to be the night for Prusman. Tate Hoggenberry will throw it in for the Lynx. Gets it into Hilmer. Has it on the left wing. Pass in and out of the hands of Tate Hoggenberry, goes out of bounds, and the Wildcats will take over. Van de Vet throws it in. Klosterman's going to bring it up. Again, Abernathy and Curtis now joining the other three starters as Prusman and Shellhorn have checked out. Kramer has it on the left wing, attacking. Gets it to Klosterman. Fakes a three now to Kramer. Kramer attacking the basket. Jump stop, throws up a floater. It is good off the glass. Nice finish inside there by Jack Kramer as the Wildcats now 10 points. They trail 71-10. Hilmer attacking. His layup's good. Almost looks too easy there as Austin Hilmer just moves his way to the rim and finishes with his right hand for two. Van de Vet pull-up mid-range jumper is short. May have been tipped there by Kurt. As Hilmer, nice and slow up the court, gets it into Caleb Kurt. His layup is good. Looked like he was almost up high enough to dunk it as he gets the finish at the rim. Minute and a half to go here in quarter number 3. Lynx leads 75-10. Kramer has it over to Klosterman. Klosterman trying to find somewhere to go with it. Almost loses it. Now over to Kramer. His pass is stolen away by Tate Hoggenberry. Over to Cade Hoggenberry. As his layup's up and good. I think they tried to get a lob play going. Hoggenberry to Hoggenberry, but Cade, I think his pass is a little bit off the mark, but it ended up going into the hoop. Kramer on the left wing now, guarded by Tate Hoggenberry. Christopher Greif's going to make his first appearance in tonight's game at our next dead ball. He's walking over to the scorer's table. Kramer attacking as a shot blocked out of bounds by Tate Hoggenberry. As Christopher Greif checking into the game for the Wildcats. Tate Collum and Gunnar Van Orney coming out for North Linn as Marshall Van de Vet's going to take a seat on the bench for Central City. Kramer will throw it in. Looking for somewhere to go with it. This pass is stolen away by Hilmer. Attacking on the fast break. His layup's up and good. Nice move there by Hilmer to get to the rim. He's got 22 points on the night. Klosterman guarded by Hilmer. 15 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Trying to get some offense going here before the end of the third. We're now under 10 seconds, down to 8. Down to 6 as Kramer is attacking. 4 seconds. Over to Abernathy. 2 seconds. Chris has his pass stolen away, and it's going to be the end of quarter number 3. So we've played 3 quarters of basketball here from Troy Mills. Our score, North Linn 79, Central City 10. So again, we've played 3 quarters here from Troy Mills. North Linn High School playing host to the Wildcats tonight. And the Lynx hold a commanding lead 79-10. So here we're at halftime. I'll go ahead and give a shout out to our sponsor, Next Bank, or excuse me, not halftime, end of the third quarter. What's next on your financial goals? Wherever you're going next, Next Bank has a loan that's right for you. Your next car, your next home, even your next adventure, all are within reach with a Next Bank loan. Convenient locations in Central City, Waterloo, Cedar Rapids, Marion, and Coralville. Next Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Some subs in for the Lynx. They've got Brecken Bettenbender, Trey McEnany, Tate Collum, Ty Fluhop, and Ben Wheatley. Wildcats have Van de Vet, Klosterman, Curtis, Kramer, and Abernathy. Inbounds pass goes to Bettenbender. As he gives it over to Wheatley on the left wing, guarded by Kramer. Top of the key to McEnany. Now over to Fluhop. Fluhop attacking the basket, stops. Bettenbender for three is no good. Klosterman pulls down the rebound. Aiden Klosterman bringing it up for the Wildcats. Gets it inside to Curtis. Curtis hands it off to Vandevet. Vandevet trying to get downhill. His floater is blocked by McEnany, pulled down by Collum. And Bettenbender is going to bring it up for the Lynx. 30 seconds gone here in our fourth and final quarter. Bettenbender mid-range pull-up jumper is on its way. Too strong off back iron, rebounded by Abernathy. Klosterman bringing it up for the Wildcats now. Bounce pass goes over to Kramer. Kramer pull-up mid-range jumper on its way is no good. Looks like it had a chance, but couldn't quite get it to go. Bettenbender is going to bring it up for the Lynx. Bounce pass over to Wheatley on the right wing. He's going to take a deep three. It is no good, just off the mark, rebounded by Vandevet. And he's going to push in transition. Looking for somewhere to go with it on the right wing. Now over to Abernathy, top of the key. Back to Vandevet. He takes a deep three from the right wing. That one's good. Marshall Vandevet knocks down the deep three. That's his first basket of the game as he knocks down the three-pointer there. Bettenbender attacking over to Collum. Tate Collum for three now. That one is no good. Rolls out. Rebounded by Abernathy. Klosterman's going to bring it up. Minute and a half gone here in quarter number 4. Klosterman to Abernathy, right wing, into the corner to Curtis. Troy's up three on the way. It's good. Troy Curtis knocks down the corner three. Nice shot there by Troy to get him on the board. 79-16 our score. Bettenbender using the screen from McEnany. Now over to Wheatley on the left wing, attacking. He puts up a layup. It is good. Nice take there by Ben Wheatley. Finishes strong at the rim. Klosterman bringing it up for the Wildcats now. A couple subs will be in for the next dead ball for both sides. Under 6 minutes to play. Vandevet, nice moves, getting downhill. Nice pass out to Curtis. His three on the way. It's no good, off the mark. Rebounded by Collum. Bettenbender is going to bring it up for the Lynx. He pulls up from three on its way. It is no good, too strong. Rebounded by Vandevet. He's going to turn and look to run a transition. He's going to put it up. Nice take there by Marshall Vandevet. All the way, finishes at the rim. 81-18 our score. Again, Bettenbender bringing it up for the Lynx. Vandevet tries to get the steal, can't get it. Now to Wheatley. Wheatley on the left wing. Top of the key to Fluhop. Fluhop for three. It is no good. Correction, it is good. Takes a lucky bounce there and falls through the hoop. Vandevet bringing it up for the Wildcats. Over to Kramer, top of the key, guarded by Fluhop. Now over to Klosterman. Trying to get past Wheatley, and there is a foul called. Foul's going to go against Ben Wheatley, his first team foul number 2. Marcus Pruzan and Marcus Shellhorn in for the Wildcats. For the Lynx, we've got Logan Ward and Jake Van Eaton, both into the game for the first time tonight. Correction, Grant Reckheimer into the game for the first time. Kramer to inbound, goes to Vandevet. Abernathy and Curtis checked out there for the Wildcats. Vandevet attacking, now gives it over to Klosterman. Using the screen from Vandevet, now to Kramer on the left wing. Pass to Pruzman. Pruzman puts up a shot. It is no good, too strong, rebounded by Collum. Bettenbender is going to bring it up as we are nearing the halfway point of this fourth quarter. Fluhop to Ward. Ward thinks about the three, now gives it to Collum, top of the key. Collum attacking, puts up a floater. It is no good, just rolls off the rim. Shellhorn tips it out. Vandevet pulls in the rebound. Vandevet brings it up, now gets it into Klosterman, attacking the basket. He throws it up. It is no good. Bettenbender pulls down the rebound. Under 4 minutes to play here in the ballgame. Bettenbender attacking, gets it into Fluhop. Pass to Reckheimer, and Reckheimer finishes at the rim. His first basket of the night, just checked in here a little while ago. Klosterman going to bring it up the floor. Gives it over to Vandevet. Deep three-pointer from Marshall on its way. It's no good off the front of the rim. Rebound pulled down by Fluhop. Bettenbender bringing it up for the Lynx. Bounce pass to Fluhop right wing. Tate Collum, three-pointer from the corner is good. Tate Collum knocks down the open look from the right corner. 89-18 our score here, 3:20 to play. We've got a timeout on the floor just for subs. Christopher Greif, Castor Abernathy, and Troy Curtis going to check in for the Wildcats. Looks like Klosterman, Vandevet, and Shellhorn will be the three exiting the game for Central City. So that leaves Greif, Kramer, Pruzman, Abernathy, and Curtis on the floor for the Wildcats. Inbounds pass goes to Kramer. Top of the key, using the screen from Pruzman. Now backing out, trying to find somewhere to go with it. Gives it to Curtis in the corner 3. It's no good off back iron. Rebounded by Fluhop. Bettenbender's going to bring it up for the Lynx. Bettenbender attacking the basket. Bounce pass goes to Fluhop into the corner to Collum. Collum's going to take the 3. It's short. Rebounded by Prusman. 2:50 to play here. 89-18 our score. Prusman bringing it up. Over to Greif, top of the key, standing on the logo. Into the corner for Curtis. Troy Curtis takes the 3. It is no good off the front of the rim. Looked like it had a chance. Couldn't quite get it to go. Ward attacking. Now over to Fluhop on the right wing. Inside to Reckheimer. Reckheimer takes 1 dribble. He's going to kick it out to Fluhop. Fluhop for 3. It is good. As Ty Fluhop knocks down the 3-point basket. 92-18, 2:22 to go in the ball game. Kramer bringing it up for the Wildcats. Backing it out now. Looking for somewhere to go with it. Into the corner for Prusman. Top of the key to Greif. Greif guarded by Ward. Looking for somewhere to go with it. Attacking now. Gives it to Prusman in the corner. Marcus Prusman. Corner 3 is no good. Fluhop pulls in the rebound. And we're going to go the other way. Bettenbender attacking. Trying to get past Greif. Kicks it out to Fluhop in the corner. Over to Ward, top of the key. Makes a nice move, gives it over to Collum. Take Collum for 3. It is no good, left it a bit short. Rebound pulled in by Ward after a fight for it. Ball still loose, it's still on the ground, and finally Curtis picks it up. Troy Curtis comes out of the mess with the rebound for the Wildcats. 1:35 to go in the ball game. Kramer bringing it up, guarded by Bettenbender. Gives it over to Abernathy. And Abernathy gives it over to Greif. Greif looking for somewhere to go with it. Pass over to Curtis. Now top of the key to Prusman. Prusman attacking downhill. Almost takes a jumper. In and out of the hands of Kramer. And that is going to be a backcourt violation. It's another few subs here for the Lynx. We've got Trey McEnany back into the game, as well as Jake Van Eaton. And also Theo Boss. Van Eaton and Boss into the game for the first time. Inbounds pass goes to Bettenbender. Under a minute to play here in the ball game. Over to Fluhop. Fluhop for 3. It is good. Ty Fluhop knocks down the 3-point basket. Jack Kramer bringing it up for the Wildcats. 45 seconds to go in the ball game. Skip pass over to Curtis in the corner. Now back to Kramer, top of the key. Kramer on the right wing. Now over to Prusman. Looking to go downhill. Gets it over to Kramer. 30 seconds to play. Kramer attacking the basket. Puts it up with his left and finishes. Nice take there by Jack Kramer. Getting to the rim and finishing. 95-20 our score. Bettenbender, top of the key. We'll see if the Lynx decide to hold it or if they try to get another bucket here. Fluhop just holding it for the moment. Now dribbling it to his right, over to Bettenbender, left wing. We're down to 10 seconds to play in the ball game. And it looks like the Lynx have no intentions of putting up another shot here. So the final seconds tick down. We're down to 3, down to 2. 1 second on the clock, and that is going to do it for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Our final score, North Linn 95, Central City 20. So that is going to do it for tonight from Troy Mills. The Wildcats lose a tough one against the Class 1A number 1 ranked North Linn Lynx. Final score, North Linn 95, Central City 20. Girls also lost a tough matchup earlier tonight in the 70-50. So the Wildcats unable to get a win tonight, but good effort, especially in that girls game a little bit ago. And the Wildcats really bounced back nicely after a really rough first quarter and a half or so to make it a little better of an effort there against Class 1A's number 1 ranked team. So that is going to do it for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for tuning in. We will be back on the broadcast this coming Friday, January 15th. That'll be a home game against Springville. I believe Cindy McCarthy will be on the call for that one. So make sure you tune in then. That'll be, I believe, a regular